The center is Luke Breyer, Dylan DeWitt, the right guard. Steve Macheski is the right tackle, and Aiden Johnson is the tight end. Tanner Stieber is the quarterback.
Actually, Steve is going to be Braden Locks. We just found that out.
For who?
Belle Vernon starting
okay,
at quarterback.
Sorry.
It'd be Locks instead of Stieber. That's what we're trying to tell you.
Paul Holt, yep, number 3, the wide receiver. Roke Coonan, the other wide receiver, and Colton Lee is the third wide receiver, and the tailback is Quentin Martin, and Jake Gettico is the other tailback, is number 10. On defense for the Mustangs, John Pletcher, defensive end on the left side, number 52. The left tackle is Brad Smith. The right tackle is Jaden Tucker, and Lucas Ferens on the right side. Outside the linebackers are Tristan Moody and Leland Lehu, and the linebackers in the middle are Parker Hoff and Tristan Baker. Defensive backs Gallagher, Kuzer, and Antoine Black.
The Mustangs, Steve, had a couple of injuries this week. They did get Billy Barton cleared before the game today, along with Cam Bradley. So certainly some nice additions for both the offense and defensive lines to have Barton and Bradley in the lineup today.
Yeah. So it should be a good one coming up.
Band's just wrapping up for the Belle Vernon Leopards, and the Leopards off to our left, about to take the field. And they're away dark greens, gold numbers, black pants with gold trim. And the Laurel Highlands Mustangs still in the locker room. They'll be taking the field here in just a moment as well. Pretty electric atmosphere tonight, Steve.
Yes, it is. Big crowd filing in, still coming in. And the Leopards getting ready to march onto the field through the man-made tunnel of their band, and they're all a lot of guys are holding the American flags, which is kind of nice to see.
Good patriotic display there from the Leopards. James Franklin, Penn State's head coach, is here. He actually landed about 10 minutes ago in a helicopter. We understand West Virginia head coach Neil Brown is in attendance as well. Of course, they're all looking at Quentin Martin. Steve already has over 20 Division I scholarship offers, including offers to Ohio State, Notre Dame, Michigan, and Texas A&M.
Yeah, he's the real deal. We haven't seen him on the football field. He was injured last year, so I'm anxious to see what he can do. We see him on the basketball court. He's a big, strong kid, and he can push people around, getting rebounds. So I'm sure he'll be trying to run over some of those Mustangs tonight.
Mustangs digged out in their away whites, blue numbers, red trim, and their bench right in front of us. Belle Vernon off to the far side. It's interesting, the Mustang fans actually on the far side by the Belle Vernon bench, and the home crowd here on the Laurel Highlands side.
Yeah, interesting. The Belle Vernon chooses to choose the away sideline. One, they're looking into the sun on some of these early fall games, but maybe I think it might be pretty good to get the home crowd away from their players. Sometimes the parents can be a little distraction, or the girlfriends or whatever. So maybe the kids, Coach Hubbard feels like they get a little better focus that way.
Head referee Andy Rizzardi, the umpire Steve Nash, linesman Eric Atkins, line judge E.J. Frazzati, side judge Steve Schrum, and the field judge is Todd Kaiser. We're back with the opening kickoff right after this. Belle Vernon and Laurel Highlands from the beach here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
Looks like COVID may be with us for a while, so it's time to order your free at-home COVID test so you will have them when you need them. Peach & Pharmacy can help you get your free COVID test. Just call 724-626-9600. That's 724-626-9600, or you can stop it in the pharmacy inside Peach & Market in Connellsville. Peach & Pharmacy also has all the COVID vaccines and boosters available. So while COVID may be with us for a while, Peach & Pharmacy is with you.
Hi, I'm Cameron.
And I'm McKenna.
And we're here to tell you about our youth group.
Every Thursday at Trinity United Presbyterian Church in Uniontown, we sing songs, play games, and learn about the Bible.
We also have special activities throughout the year, such as video game parties, Nerf nights, and bowling, along with other activities.
The fun starts at 5:30.
Join us for a great time of food, fun, and fellowship.
Youth group every Thursday at Trinity Presbyterian Church.
Myers Beer and Wine Market on Connellsville Street is now open. Choose your favorite domestic or imported, available in 15, 12, and 6-packs, or take a single bottle to go. Stop in, order a sandwich, and enjoy a cold one in their newly renovated seating area. great food, lottery, and friendly service. Buyers Beer and Wine Market, 180 Connellsville Street. Open Monday through Friday, 6 to 10. Saturday and Sunday, 7 to 10. Grill hours, 8 to 2, Monday through Saturday. Don Arthur, owner.
Savings is as easy as 1, 2, 3 with an Education Club saving account at First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Your future dreams will start adding up. Plus, you may qualify for a scholarship upon high school graduation. Visit any First Federal branch to start saving today. For more information on account rules and scholarship eligibility, visit ffgc.bank. Best wishes to our local teams from First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. NMLS number 458729, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Brian Morozek and Steve Subrick back here at the beach at James Weir Stadium in Belle Vernon. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs taking on the Belle Vernon Leopards. Captain's meeting, Steve, at the 50-yard line. We're just about set to get this game underway.
Should be pretty exciting. The sun is setting. It's actually got was a little bit overcast a little bit ago, but now the sun is kind of behind to our left, as you can see as the camera kind of pans around. You can see that sun in the eyes of the players over there on the Belle Vernon sideline. Big crowd. Mustangs traveling pretty well, and of course the Belle Vernon side below us is packed on a Hall of Fame night here in Belle Vernon.
Belle Vernon won the toss. They have deferred. The Leopards will defend the goal to our left, and Laurel Highlands will take the football here in the opening quarter.
Well, we'll see what the Mustangs have in store. Again, the reports are that the offense was very vanilla last week. They didn't have a lot of yards on offense, but they didn't need a lot of yards on offense. They got the ball in the Red Raiders field position. They had probably a 10-yard drive, a 5-yard drive, a couple of scoop and score. So they didn't get a lot of chance to really stretch the field, if you will. So tonight might be a little different story. So let's see what the Mustangs can do.
And after all the rain last week, pleasant weather here tonight. Game time temperature 76 degrees, just partly cloudy skies, not expecting any precipitation throughout the course of the evening. Getting set to kick off for the Belle Vernon Leopards, Willie Schwerha and the Mustangs, with the deep man being Antoine Black Jr.
Yeah, we had a heck of a time last week. Your laptop got wet, wouldn't work for a couple days, right?
Yep, everything survived, though. It's all back and running surprisingly.
Well, I spent the whole day Saturday drying out my truck. I left the sunroof open by mistake. Yeah, that was didn't find out till I got back in my car after an hour after the game, and that was a lot of fun. But no rain tonight, though.
Nope.
Should be good.
And a good test for Laurel Highlands. We mentioned the Mustangs have not defeated Belle Vernon since 2005. Leopards have won the last 14 meetings and the last 11 by at least 28 points. Mustangs hoping to be competitive tonight, maybe pulling an upset here on the road. Schwarha sends it away. Little pooch kick on the far side. It'll go to Keandre here at the 15-yard line. Has the 20-25 coming up forward across the 30, and a pretty good return for Keandre to Shields, taking it down to the 35-yard line.
And Big George in Delaware. I guess he's in Maryland now, right? Got his foam finger out for Keandre on the first play of the game.
Yep. And the Mustangs take the field from the far hash mark, the 35-yard line. And we're expecting C.J. Soltis to be the starting quarterback.
And he is.
Number 16. Last week was 6 of 13 for 36 yards. John Duke, who's listed as the backup, threw for 4 touchdowns. Soltis out of the gun, going empty, looking deep far side. Defender fell down, was looking for Gallagher, but the pass ball is incomplete. Now bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, not a bad throw, just a little bit long, and Gallagher got tied up down there with the defender, and there was a little bit of contact, no call, and the ball was just outside of the reach of Gallagher.
2nd and 10 from the same spot, far hash mark, 35-yard line. Black in there as a protector back to the left of Soltis. Triple left formation. Single coverage again on the far side as CJ takes the snap, sets up a little crossing route that falls incomplete there to Keandre to Shields. Look at that one, might have been there, Steve. And just couldn't get on the same page.
Well, about the page, but he just threw it too far to the right. The page was right, but as the Shields coming across a little crossing route, and he had some open field. If he catches that ball, he turns left, and he's got a good 10 or 15 yards of open sideline in front of him, but the pass was just a little bit outside.
Soltis 0 for 2 so far. Now the Mustangs a little banana bunch off to the left. Black repositions to the right of Soltis. Wasn't expecting the snap. Leopards come after him. He's flushed out far side, throws on the run, and no one home. So 3 straight incompletions on the opening drive for Laurel Highlands. It'll be 3 and out as the punting unit comes on.
Yeah, not the start you're looking for the Mustangs, and you wonder how long they'll go before they'll give John Wayne Duke a chance, So let's see what he can
I have to say Gallagher's an option there too, Steve.
Yeah.
As Radcliffe, standing back at the 21-yard line, will send it away. He averaged 42 yards a punt last week. Pretty good considering last year Laurel Highlands as a team averaged only 25, but Harry drops that punt. He got drilled, and the Leopards recovered. Wow.
Well, it was the snap was not a spiral. It was almost looked like a knuckle, like a punch knuckle going back there. It was kind of going sideways and spinning around, and not the way you want to snap it back to your punter. And hopefully he's okay. He took a shot. Yeah.
I kind of put the eyes on him there. Steve was praising Harry for the effort last week, and the Mustangs turn it over, and a great opportunity here for Belle Vernon, starting 1st and 10 from the Laurel Highlands 23-yard line. And the Leopards expected to start Braden Locks, and yes, Locks is the starting quarterback. 6'5", 215 junior, just attempted 3 passes last week. Of course, Devin Whitlock, who passed for over 1,000 and rushed for close to 1,200, was the starting quarterback, and Locke's looking to put it up on the far side, intended for Quentin Martin, and threw it behind Martin as Martin fell down on the play.
Now Martin fell down because he was trying to stop because the ball was a good 4 yards short of him and to the left, and he had to almost kind of stop in his tracks. And there we see this turf is not your typical turf of today of 2022. This is more like a 2000 or 1985 turf where it's a little bit tighter weave, and the players' spikes just don't dig in.
Inside handoff going to Martin, has a hole, look out, Martin's going to the house. Quentin Martin, first rushing play of the game, a touchdown from 23 yards out, and Belle Vernon strikes first here at the 11:23 mark of the first half.
Well, here we go. Just Martin just give it to him off the left side, not much resistance. He broke, kind of eluded a tackle. I don't even want to say he broke a tackle because nobody really got a hand on him, and he just waltzes into the end zone.
Score coming just 37 seconds into the game. Now Schwarha on for the extra points. Just a 2-play, 23-yard drive for the Belle Vernon Leopards.
Yeah, late substitution for the Leopards. One of the linemen was over on the sideline, got out there in time.
Tanner Stiebers the holder. Schwarha's kick is up on the way and good, and it's a 7-0 lead for Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. 11:23 left here in the opening quarter. We're back at 60 for the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
At Montgomery Medical, they have a team of dedicated medical providers for you to meet. Led by Dr. Marcy Goyes, trust their 50 years of combined experience for the best results in primary care. Newborns to elderly, minor illness or injury, as well as wellness and physical exams. Same-day appointments available for acute care as well. Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine. Hours available from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday, and 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 100 Bridgeview Drive, Suite 3, Smithfield, Pennsylvania, 15478. Call 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. That's 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. Now accepting new patients.
Well, Steve, not a good start for Laurel Highlands here on Hall of Fame night. Quentin Martin, a 23-yard touchdown run as the Leopards strike first, leading Laurel Highlands 7-0.
Not a lot of resistance on that run off the left side for Martin. It really just a lot of running backs would have took that one in, I believe, Brian, and that was pretty good blocking up front from their left side of their line.
Remember, Martin did not play against Laurel Highlands, actually missed 3 games last year with injuries, including the Laurel Highlands contest. Still finished with 902 yards rushing and 12 touchdowns. Also caught 10 passes for 164 yards and had 2 touchdown receptions. So 14 total touchdowns. Already has 20 Division I offers. But it was Jake Jedico that had the night of his life here last year. 21 carries, 242 yards, and 5 touchdowns for the Leopards against the Mustangs with Martin out.
And we get the signal that we're out of the television timeout. Brian, you can see
a lot of media here tonight. This place is packed.
See the green light blinking over there in that end zone camera? Well, it was red when they went for the TV timeout, so that was kind of interesting to see how they do that. They don't have the guy with the red cap on the sideline.
Schwarhall will send it away again. This one going back to Black at the 5-yard line. Here's Antoine Black, has the 10-15, looking near side, has a little seam. Black cutting up the field to the 30-yard line. He's brought down with a flag on the play by Cole Doppelhauer.
Well, number 15 for the Mustangs, that's McCoy, and he was tangling up with Chase Mertz. And let's see what the official calls. One of them looks like a block on the Mustangs, so they're going to send it back. A pretty nice return by Black's going to get negated.
Remember, you go back to that meeting last year, Steve. Laurel Highlands actually had an opportunity to tie the game going into the locker room. Unfortunately, they threw an interception, and then a couple of plays later, Belle Vernon scored a touchdown. Instead of the game being tied at halftime, Belle Vernon was up 2 scores. They ran away for a 56-14 win.
That's without
Quentin Martin, correct.
Quentin Martin.
So the holding penalty against Laurel Highlands pushes the Mustangs back to the 22-yard line. Here go back to C.J. Soltis again. Was 0 for 3 on the opening drive. Starts now from the left hash mark. Triple right formation. Keandre has single coverage with Quentin Martin to the near side. As Soltis awaits the snap, he has a little option pitch going back to Black. Not a lot of room there, and Black just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit defensively from Rukonen and Locks. And it was Locks that actually finished him off for the tackle.
Not a bad looking play, but that play would work a lot better if your quarterback was more of a threat to run. If Soltis can show some running ability a little bit during the season, that play would be pretty effective.
And now 2nd and 10, no gain. The Mustangs have run 4 offensive plays without gaining a yard. And in fact, when they punted on 4th down, they turned it over with Radcliffe dropping the snap coming back. So the Mustangs looking for their first positive play from scrimmage. Sending a man in motion, that's Ben Wilson, and now flags coming again here right at the snap.
Well, they snapped it to Wilson, who was coming on the jet sweep, and it was just a little disjointed. I think the snap came late. The entire team moved, and the snap came about a second later.
Start on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah.
2nd down.
A false start there on Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, that was the entire offense other than the center.
So now the 2nd and 10 becomes 2nd and 15. Line of scrimmage just shy of the 18-yard line.
A little trickeration there on the play. It was they had Wilson come in motion, snapped it to him, and he caught it. You don't see that very often, and he caught it pretty well, but the snap just came too late, or maybe Wilson was too late.
And you have single coverage here on the near side. Keandre matched up against Quentin Martin on the 2nd and 15. Soltis, a little juggle, regains, throws it deep down the field, looking for Gallagher, who dives out, but he's unable to make the catch just shy of midfield.
Wow, that was a good throw. Now, there's a flag in the backfield. You wonder if this may be a late hit against Belle Vernon.
Might be roughing the quarterback.
Yeah, roughing the passer. Let's see what the call is.
It'll be the first break of the game here for the Mustangs.
I don't know who the official's talking to. No, it must be against the Mustangs, because they went over and asked Belle Vernon, asked Coach Humbert, and he declined it. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 15.
Andy Rosardi, our head referee, you might hear in the background from time to time. We have Rosardi mic'd up tonight.
Yeah.
So now 3rd down and 15.
3 cameras for the television station here tonight. 1 in the end zone and 2 up here.
Can't imagine, Steve, the leash is going to be that long on Soltis already with the Leopards up 7-0. CJ is going to put it up again. Floater far side, and again Gallagher diving for it and able to come up with it. And the Mustangs again 3 and out.
Number 2, Rodney Gallagher, incomplete.
Well, Neil Brown here watching Gallagher, and I got to believe he's still going to feel pretty good if he's get a ball that can get to Gallagher a little bit better. to see what he could do.
We kind of talked about that last week. You really like Gallagher's chances on any of those 50-50 balls, but unfortunately, things not going his way on those last two shots that Soltis took down the field.
And he's just overthrowing a little bit.
Radcliffe standing back at the 5. Martin back deep to receive, and Harry sends a nice punt away this time. On the near side, angled out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That's where Belle Vernon will take over. 1st and 10. Leopards up 7-0. 9:54 left here in the first, and we're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Going on now at Seahawks Chevrolet.
Get a new 2022 Chevy Malibu for only $26,340. Loaded with remote starter and driver confidence package. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads. All prices are plus tax, title, and fees. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Back here at the beach, Ross Straver, Pennsylvania, James Weir Stadium. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super. Gary Frankhauser behind the camera tonight. Tony Hanola keeping stats. We send our best wishes out to Jerry Dupay, who had a medical procedure done earlier on in the day. Hope Jerry's doing all right. Leopards going to the ground this time, and they're going the wrong way. It's tackled for a couple-yard loss on the play was Jetico. The Mustangs wish they were able to stop Jetico like that last year when these two teams played, Steve.
Yeah, for some reason they had Martin out of the game there and let Jetico get the ball, but all of a sudden Martin comes back in. But you're right, Jetico looked like a Heisman Trophy winner last year against the Mustangs.
And had 21 carries, 242 yards, and 5 touchdowns in that contest. Martin now back in again off to the left of Locks. Twin receivers to the far side as Braden rolls in that direction. Locks still scrambling, throws on the run. A little quick out, far side pass complete, and very close to a Leopards first down to Evan Powatz.
Well,
it goes a 13-yard gain. They needed 15, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Well, the thing that would make me a little concerned if I'm the Mustangs defensive staff, he could have ran that ball 15 yards because there was nobody in front of him. He had all kind of time, no pressure at all, and a lot of quarterbacks could make that throw with nobody standing in front of your face.
3rd and 2 from Laurel Highlands, 37-yard line. Locks run all the way, goes between Mustangs, and he's still loose. Locks, a big guy, just bullies over defenders and takes it down to the 22-yard line. So Locks, a 15-yard run. He's 6'5", 215 pounds. He just ran over Antoine Black.
Well, he got a 10-yard head start on coming right at him, and Black was standing there waiting to take the blow.
He's a good downhill runner. Doesn't have great speed, Steve, but he has great size. And a heck of a defensive player as well. And it was a contested battle in camp. In fact, Locks wasn't named the starter until about a half hour before kickoff today. And Locks is going to put it up. Another quick out, far side. That one in and out of the hands of Rukonen right around the 12-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 22. 8:35 left here in the opening quarter. Leopards the lone touchdown so far tonight. 23-yard touchdown run from Quentin Martin. And that came just 37 seconds into the game.
And they haven't really given the ball much to Martin. You'd think they would, when they need to, they're going to give it to him. And I would have bet he probably touches it here.
He's going to get the football across the left side. Martin between defenders. He's loose again down the far sidelines. Breaks a couple of tackles. Might be a holding penalty on the play. Martin was forced out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Would have been about a 20-yard run, but I think this one might be coming back for holding.
Well, they marked him out on the 9.
I'm saying his foot was out there. Wow.
And
that's exactly where the flag was thrown as well.
Yep.
Holding on the offense.
Here's a holding penalty
10-yard
going on Rukonen.
2nd down.
Maybe 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So the flag was thrown at the 9. He'll take the line of scrimmage back to the 19. And the down remains 2nd down, so it will be 2nd and 7 now for the 19-yard line.
Well, they got the ball on the left hash. They've been running Martin to the left. Just a couple of carries, just 2 carries, I believe, that he has, and both of them went to the left.
He's lined up to the right of Locks as they bring Rukonen in motion on the 2nd and 7. Locks takes the snap, has time. Quick out near side was tipped down. Great defensive play there by the Mustangs' Caden Friel to break that one up. Actually, no, check that. See, that was Hoff 18, not Friel 12. Nonetheless, a good play defensively.
Yeah, good play by Hoff to stick his hand in there. And again, you gotta figure there's got to be easier ways to get the ball to Martin. Just hand it to him or
the way he's running, why even throw it?
Yeah, right.
They're down in 7.
Now 3rd and 7. And you have Martin.
And Martin split out.
He has a wide receiver, and they're going to bring him in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep, hand it off up the middle, and that's going to be Jetico breaking a couple of tackles. He'll get a positive gain. Did he lose it there, Steve? They're going to say he was down. They said he was down right around the 15-yard line. It's about a 4-yard pickup for Jetico. So an interesting spot here, Steve. It's 4th and 2. You have maybe the best running back in his junior class in the country in Quentin Martin.
I'll tell you what, I have my binoculars on that one, Brian. He was definitely not down. His forward progress was probably stopped, but he wasn't down.
They're going to go inside here, a T formation behind Locks on this 4th and 2, and Locks is going to call his own number, gets a little push from behind. Just needed 2, and he got 4 all the way down to the 11-yard line. And with Locks' size and the push he had coming from behind him, no trouble at all picking up that first down.
Could have used him last night, the West Virginia game, on that 4th and 6 inches.
3 yards on the play. First down.
And tough loss for you guys last night.
Number 60.
That's Brad Smith coming out.
Yeah, Brad Smith. One of his arm protectors is flopping all over the place, and he's limping. So
he might have actually got hit, Steve, below the belt. I think that's why it was coming out.
Somebody gave him the business.
Yes. It's probably what happened, unfortunately.
Coach Hubbard talking to the officials.
I think we have a TV timeout here with the injury timeout. So we'll step aside.
I don't think so.
Mustang coaches are out on the field. Now they're going to bring the guys back out. Mustang coaching staff a little upset. I think they wanted to get going. They didn't want the delay there. Let's play football. Belle Vernon, a little mismatch here, Steve, on the right. You have 3 wide receivers, only 2 defensive backs. Locke sees that. A little quick out, near side pass complete. Evan Polop, and the Mustangs hemmed him in and minimized the gain to only 2. But that was a big-time mismatch here on the near side. Bring up 2nd and 8. And they can pick up a first down right around the 1-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play.
We have 7:21 left here in the opening quarter.
Now, the successful runs so far, and the only ones that they've handed the ball to Martin, and he went left behind that left side of that big line that they have, and they're going to put him on the left side of the quarterback, so they might just pitch it to him.
And you have another mismatch, Steve. 3 wideouts, only 2 defensive backs off to the left. They hand it off, though, to Martin right up the middle, just a minimal gain. Good tackle defensively there for Laurel Highlands defensively. That was Billy Barton that brought him down. Only about a 2-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Line of scrimmage the 7. Again, they can get the first down just shy of the 1.
Good job by Billy Barton there.
Barton missed last week's game and was questionable coming in today. Just got the doctor's go-ahead this morning. Now 3rd down and a long 5. Locks get out of the gun. Martin to his left. Twin receivers to the far side. Tight end split out left. It's Dan Sasko. They're going to go off to Martin again up the middle. The Mustangs read it well. Quentin Martin actually loses a yard back to the 9. A Mustang lost their helmet down there as well, but it's 4th down. Give the Mustang defense a lot of credit there, Steve.
Yeah, good job. They stuffed that one right up the middle, and the Leopards are going to go for this, I believe. Forego the field goal attempt.
They have a new kicker this year, and Willie Schwerha.
He's the extra point he kicked, and I was watching him in warm-ups. He looked pretty good.
So Locke's still out on the field. But Martin off to his left. A little confusion here with personnel on the Belle Vernon side.
Timeout. They're going to
take a timeout. So take one as well. 5:36 left here in the first. 7-0 Leopards. We're back in 60 here in the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Driving harder to get you farther.
It's a fact. There's public transportation available for everyone in Fayette County. With Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, you can grab the bus to practically everywhere. FACT has multiple programs to get you where you need to go, including curb-to-curb shared ride services, medical assistance transportation program, persons with disabilities programs, and many others. Curb-to-curb transportation fares vary for programs, but range from 0 and over, depending on mileage. Just make a reservation the day before your trip by 2 p.m. Call the FACT office at 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com for more information. It's a fact. They'll get you there. It's a fact.
Back here at the beach, James Weir Stadium in Rostraver Township. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super, Gary Frankhauser behind the camera for us tonight. Tony Hinola keeping stats. Nick Parchak back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. Our live video stream today brought to you by the Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood. And shop and save, Walnut Hill Plaza, Uniontown. Big play coming up here for the Leopards. It's 4th and 8 from the 9-yard line. Blocks again out of the shotgun as Jetico to his left. Now Martin comes in motion. Will get it on the jet sweep. Coming far side. Cuts up the field. Breaks a tackle. Martin lowers the shoulder. Reaches for the goal line. And they are going to say that Martin's in for a second touchdown of the night from 9 yards out.
Yeah, just gave it to him on the jet sweep again, going to the left side. And just this time he came on that jet sweep, so he had a little bit of a head start, picked up a little speed as he caught the ball, and powerful run there by Martin. You can see why he's getting recruited by a lot of schools.
Score coming at the 5:30 mark of the first. Has an 11-play, 55-yard drive. Took 4:34 off the clock. And Schwarha to make it a 2-touchdown lead at 14-0. The kick's good. So with 5:30 left here in the first, 14-0. Leopards over the Mustangs are back in 60 here in the CL Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
Back here at the beach, Rostraver Township, James Weir Stadium. Brian Morozak along with Steve Supercall. Belle Vernon so far tonight, leading Laurel Highlands 14-0. Give a shout out to our buddy Big George down in Delaware, checking in tonight with his foam finger, looking for something to root for.
I better root for somebody to donate some money to the Belle Vernon football team, because they're losing a lot of footballs when that kid's kicking them over that net there. If they keep kicking those extra points over down on the road, down over to Jake's Pizza or whoever that place is down there, it's 2 for 2 right now. Those footballs are gone, so they're going to have to get some call Wilson and get a couple new footballs.
Mentioned it's Hall of Fame night here at Belle Vernon, also Hall of Fame night at Uniontown tonight as well, as the Red Raiders host Brownsville. The Red Raiders class of 1975 being inducted, including our good buddy Dr. Michael George, a member of that team as well.
Saw Dave Madison this morning at the Y. He was excited. He's part of that team.
Of course, bringing back Coach Jim Render tonight as well, and that was very big for the whole Uniontown community. Of course, he was let go by the school district after a lot of success for the Red Raiders in the mid-'70s. So Schwarha will send it away again. Angles it on the far side. That'll be Rayful at the 15-yard line on this run back. Ran into his own guy and fell down. Ran it right into the back of Ben Wilson there, Steve.
Yeah, I don't know what Black was doing there after he caught the football. Rayful, Black just kind of stayed behind him and didn't get ahead and try to help his teammate out with a block. You know, you think you get a little help there. That's winning football, but he stayed behind for some reason.
So the Mustangs have yet to get anything going offensively without a first down so far in this game.
Brian, after that last defensive series, watching the sideline, a lot of
23-yard line.
You have Rodney Gallagher in a quarterback.
Yeah, a lot of tough love coaching going on down there. Coaches are really giving it to some of the players, I think, missing some assignments.
Here we go. Rod playing quarterback. Antoine Black off to his left. Mustangs down 2 touchdowns. Little option handoff going to Black on the right side. Picks up 2, maybe 3 across the 25 up to the 26-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and 7.
And Johnny Duke has his helmet on. Looks like he's ready to go as well. And of course, Soltis over there.
This is the offense, though, Steve, that we saw the Mustangs run and have success with, going 8-4 last year. Triple left set, 2nd and 7 from the 26. Play fake. Rod now looking to run. Flushed out, far side. Look out here. Gallagher will step out of bounds, close to a first down. They're going to rule him out across the 30, close to the 32-yard line. Maybe about a yard short of a Mustang first down.
Well, you can see, though, a lot of players, it's a little slippery. You know, that turf doesn't, we talked about it at the pregame, it's not as high of a weave on that carpet, and not a high nap. It's kind of real tight. So the spikes don't dig in, so it's, you can see them slipping a little bit when they make their cuts.
3rd and 1. Keandre now comes in motion, maybe trying to draw Belle Vernon offside. So line up in the slot left, setting up a triple left formation. Now Black repositioned to that side on this 3rd and 1. Snap comes back, a little quick screen near side going to Keandre, who got undercut in the backfield. And that was some nice penetration there from Belle Vernon's number 6 there, Steve. And that was Alonzo Wade.
Yeah. Wade got in the backfield, and now Mustangs 4th and 5. And you wonder if they're going
to go for it here, Steve. You like this?
Yeah, well, the punting game has not treated us well.
There's Kuzier coming in motion. It looks like Belle Vernon jumped off sides. Coming across the line early there was Parker Jewell, number 4.
And that'll be interesting to see if it's the first down, because it says 4th and 5, but you know they're gonna have to measure. Depends on the steps of the official.
Dead ball foul, encroachment on the defense.
They're gonna give them the first down.
Mustangs' first down of the night.
Well, they should have a mark on the chain over there at the halfway point to know that where the ball was spotted. So they would have known that if it was a first down or not. So the Mustangs moved the chains, and at least we get a little positivity going.
Line of scrimmage, the 33-yard line. Gallagher remains in a quarterback. Pitch back, going to Black. Black, a little stiff arm, cuts up the field across the 35 and brought down at the 40-yard line. Antoine Black, who had a touchdown run last week for the Mustangs, picks up 7 there to bring up 2nd down and 3. Parker Jewell on the tackle defensively for Belle Vernon.
And nothing against Soltis, but see, that play's going to work a lot better with Gallagher at quarterback, because they have to respect the fact that he can take off and run. They're more concerned about Gallagher, and then when he pitches it out there, Black has some running room.
Banana bunch off to the left. Gallagher still in a quarterback. Steps up, looked to run, just slipped on the turf.
Yeah.
And a late flag comes in, and I think you might have a little John going on there on the Belle Vernon side, and you might get a little unsportsmanlike conduct here for taunting.
Yep.
Mustangs are pointing that way. And the flag was thrown just as one of the Leopards came up and was John a bit.
Dead ball foul after the play. Personal foul, number 70. 15 yards.
And went there on number 70, Dane Levi, for taunting.
I don't know if it was taunting. He might have been a late hit, Brian, because the flag came up before he got up off the ground. So
he'll take us to midfield. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. As Gallagher takes the snap, little option pitch going back to Black. Cuts up the field. That might have been a horse collar tackle, as he was brought down from behind after a 2-yard pickup by Belle Vernon's number 88, Aiden Johnson. No flag on the play, though. It'll be 2nd down.
Strong hands from Johnson. Grabbed him on the back of the jersey, but it was low enough where the official felt like it was not a horse collar, and I think he was probably correct. It wasn't quite that. Usually you got to get up around the shoulder or neck area for them to call that.
Down to 3:10 left here in the opening quarter. Mustangs driving for the first time tonight. Gallagher with Black off to his left. Kuzier comes in motion. Rod's going to put it up. He's in trouble. Flushed out to the far side. Rod throws on the run and has a man just shy of the first down. That's Keandre DeShields to the 41-yard line. Gain of 8 will bring up 3rd down and 1.
Well, there's a perfect example of Gallagher, just moving around with his feet. They can't catch him.
And Steve, nothing against the other guys, but I think their best chance of winning this year is going to be with Gallagher playing quarterback. I think it's evident on this drive.
Well, the thing is, we got to see. I'd like to still see Duke get a chance, and and even Soltis, they have to get Gallagher the ball. These guys have to understand their job is to get Gallagher the football.
3rd and 1, play fake. Rod trying to run himself, and he's going to lose yards back at the 45-yard line. Well read defensively there from Belle Vernon's Tanner Moody to make the tackle for a 3, maybe 4-yard loss back to the 45, and then I'll bring up 4th down and 5. Likely out of Radcliffe's range here, Steve, would be a 63-yard field goal.
I would say that's probably out of his range, but you just never know after last week.
Hit a 53-yarder. Mustangs to go for it again from the Belle Vernon 45, 148 left here in the opening quarter. Gallagher with Black off to his left, twin receivers to each side. They reposition wide receivers. Rafel in the slot right. Keandre out to the far side as Gallagher takes the snap. Has some time now. The pressure coming in his direction. Fires a quick out on the far side and has a man for a 1st down, breaking a couple of tackles and taking it down inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line as Keandre to Shields for a 17-yard pickup.
Big George raved that foam fakener down there in Delaware.
And Keandre made a lot of that happen himself, Steve. He was initially stopped about a yard or two short of the 1st down, broke a couple of tackles, and made that happen again for the Mustangs. Another 4th down conversion.
He stutter stepped and went back a yard or two, but it created some space, and he was able to get that 1st down and more.
Line of scrimmage now, the 27. High snap coming back, busted play. Rod tries to make something out of nothing with a late flag coming in. Rod steps out of bounds on the 27 for a 2-yard pickup, but we'll check the flag.
How about that flag? The official threw that thing up in the air, about 25 feet up in the air. He throwing lawn darts or something. Looked like Tony throwing his cornhole bag with that high arc.
Number 6 wide on offense.
That's going to go on Rafel. Caleb Rafel holding out in the slots. Now push the Mustangs back. Will remain 1st down. 1st and about 19.
Well, you can see right off the bat with Gallagher in the game, he is not going to play quarterback in college, obviously, but he's just such a good athlete. He can make people miss, and he can buy some time where he can throw it good enough downfield to hit some of these receivers.
I think he gives the Mustangs the best chance to win playing quarterback, and he has single coverage, but just threw it too far there to hook up with Keandre to Shields.
Keandre dived for it. He might have had a shot at it. Lay out. You're on TV, buddy. Get yourself a highlight reel.
Under a minute now left in this opening quarter. Belle Vernon still leading 14-0. If you're just joining us, 2 Quentin Martin touchdowns tonight. For Laurel Highlands, really their first drive of the night.
Well, if anything, this drive is keeping the ball away from Martin and keeping the Mustangs within it's 5 minutes and 26 seconds so far. Thank you, Tony, for that. And it's a pretty good drive for the Mustangs.
Triple left set again. Rod out of the shotgun. Black to his left on the 2nd and 19. Play fake. They're coming after him, and he slips on the cutback.
Oh, that could be a late hit.
That's going to be a late hit back at the 49-yard line.
And that's a tough call on Belle Vernon because he just slipped. Both players slipped.
That was Aiden Johnson.
And Aiden Johnson was above Gallagher, and he was trying to run by him, and he slipped and fell right on top of it and landed right on top of Gallagher. And they're going to call a flag on that. And I don't know if I would agree with that at all, but we'll take it.
Not an automatic 1st down, though, in the high school game. Just take it down to the 34.
They get the down back, though.
Correct. Now, if it was a dead ball foul, you won't.
You're right. And it should have been a dead ball foul.
So it should be 3rd down.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
3rd down at about 16, but still better than 3rd and 31. Line of scrimmage now, the 34-yard line. Gallagher again out of the shotgun. Black to his left, triple left formation. Gallagher takes the snap. Coming after him again, setting up the screen there to Black. Breaks a tackle inside the 35-30. Black trying to shake and bake up the field. Got down to the 29 before he got knocked down there by Curtis Wade.
Number 6, Alonzo Wade.
You know, this turf kind of reminds me of the old, remember that, was it the Giants and the Colts? Or then that game in the ice in New York, and the Giants came out in sneakers in the second half and and the Colts couldn't keep their feet because the
old Meadowlands Stadium.
No, that was at the old Yankee Stadium.
Oh, yeah, okay.
50s, yeah.
4th down, 11.
Well, 4th and 11, Mustangs to go for it. About a 2-second difference between the play clock and the game clock, so they're going to have to snap it here before the end of the quarter. Twin receivers to each side. Kuchar comes in motion. Line of scrimmage to 29 as Rod awaits the snap. He has it. Steps up. Looks to throw. Near side. A lot of contact. Should be interference. It is. As Keandre got run over by the defensive back trying to come back for the football.
Keandre was open and the ball was well underthrown, but it was actually fortunate for the Mustangs because it forced Keandre to stop, and when he did, he got ran over by the defender.
That was Diabre Lightfoot, the freshman, that knocked him down. And it should be enough here for Laurel Highlands' first down.
Yeah.
Pass interference on the defense, 15 yards.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
First down.
And Laurel Highlands first down with 2.2 left on the clock. Here in the opening quarter, Mustangs down 14-0 but driving. They have it now inside the 15-yard line. Gallagher with Black off to his right. Triple right formation. You have Ben Wilson with single coverage to the near side as Gallagher takes the snap. Play fake, keeps it himself, looking to roll on the far side. Nothing there, and he's brought down back at the 16-yard line for a couple-yard loss on the play. That'll be the final play of this opening quarter. So after one quarter of football, it's 14-0 Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. And we're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great race. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
We're back here at the beach, James Weir Stadium in Rostraver Township. Starting the second quarter, Laurel Highlands still driving, Steve, now moving left to right as we describe it. Gotten a couple of breaks on this drive, and they'll take it down 2 touchdowns.
Well, they got breaks because the turf helped them a little bit. Gallagher fell, and a guy fell on top of him late. That was a big break. And
5 penalties for 60 yards as well on the Leopard side.
And then the pass interference on DeShields. Again, that's a perfect example of DeShields trying to come back to the ball, slips, and the defender runs over him, and we get another call there. So fortunate breaks, 2 of them on this drive for the Mustangs.
It'll be 2nd and 12. Line of scrimmage, the Belle Vernon 18. As the Mustangs try to cut into this Leopards lead. The Mustangs started the game with C.J. Soltis as quarterback. Had 2 3-and-out drives without picking up a first down. This is the 3rd offensive drive of the night for the Mustangs, and Rodney Gallagher has marched Laurel Highlands down to the Belle Vernon 18. They'll break the huddle. With Gallagher having Black get off to his right. Hunter Kuchar now single coverage with Quentin Martin to the near side. Mustangs little banana bunch off to the left. Waiting for the go-ahead here from the officials. Now Kuchar getting some additional instructions. I think the Mustangs want to go, but TV's not back yet.
Right. A red blinking light over there to our left.
Keandre in the slot rights. Now as they reposition troops on the Laurel Highlands offense. With twin receivers now to each side. Laurel Highlands starting off the season last week, a 50-6 win over Uniontown. Red Raiders in action tonight at Brownsville. We'll have all of these scores for you both at halftime and after the game on the Triple Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel, our halftime show Brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. Also have Peachin's Pharmacy halftime stats for you as well. There's James Franklin, Steve, walking right below us on the Laurel Highlands side. Just shaking the hands of a couple of Mustangs down there. Of course, Penn State victorious last night at Purdue. Another game that came right down to the wire. Pitt knocking off West Virginia, a game you heard here on WMBS. Gary said he was down there, didn't get home till 1:30. Now we're set to go. 2nd and 12. From the Belle Vernon 17-yard line as Keandre comes in motion, setting up a triple left set. As Gallagher takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, looks to run, has the 15, cuts back to the left at the 10. Gallagher still going, needs a block out in front, cuts between defenders inside the 5, reaches for the pylon. Let's see where they rule him out.
Probably about the 1-yard line. It looks like good slippery move there by Gallagher, using the turf to his advantage, making subtle cuts, and some of the defenders could not keep up with him.
You're right, Steve, right down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal for the Mustangs.
So a 16-yard run for Rodney Gallagher, setting up a 1st and goal from the 1. Mustangs break the huddle again. Twin receivers to each side. Antoine Black to the right of Gallagher. Now Rod goes under center. Watch for a QB sneak here. Rod takes the snap, a little plunge. Black a little push. I don't think he got across.
No, he got spun around. He fell down.
The Leopard defensive line.
A good stop from Belle Vernon defensively. Now the Mustangs bringing in a couple Huskies. Lucas Ferens. And actually John Duke coming into the game as well for the first time. Remember, Duke threw 4 touchdowns last week, all to Gallagher. And Gallagher brought him all the way down here. Now they're going to line Duke up as the quarterback. He'll come under center, and you're going to have the Mustangs bringing in the fullback as well, John Pletcher. And it's going to be Pletcher who gets the handoff. And Pletcher is going to be stopped just shy of the goal line. You say, who's John Pletcher? It's actually John Deek last year, Steve. Changed his last name in the offseason and was the Mustangs' leading returner in tackles defensively.
Third down.
And they brought in the big guy as a fullback there, and he almost got in. And now 3rd and goal from inside the 1.
Mustangs getting a lot of confusion here. The play clock down to 15. They're going to have to burn a timeout. Look, they got people coming in, coming out.
They got all 3 remaining.
And you just can't afford to have a
play clock down to 6. Ben Wilson now lining up. It's down to 2 down to 1. You have to take a timeout here. So take one as well. 10:23 left before halftime. 14-0 Leopards are back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Well, it's been a 15-play drive for Laurel Highlands. It's taken over 7 minutes off the clock. And now set up, Steve, with a 3rd and goal here inside the 1.
Well, you don't mind burning a timeout in the first half, but just a little unorganized there. Just after he did not get in, the fullback didn't get in. There was a lot of confusion on who was going in and out of the game, and it just took too long. So now after a timeout, they should have everything situated. And Jaden Tucker, number 11 or number 5, is in at kind of a wingback, and you have Gallagher back in at quarterback. So let's see what they do.
Uniontown, by the way, up 33-0 over Brownsville. 2:45 left there in the second quarter.
Wow.
Mustangs here. It's looking to get back to within a touchdown of Belle Vernon with Gallagher lining up in the shotgun. You've Jaden Tucker now in as a running back. off to Gallagher's left. Twin receivers both in the slot. Gallagher takes the snap, goes on the left side of the line, trying to sneak his way in, and I think he was stopped short again.
Stopped short of the goal line.
And I'll bring up 4th and goal. They've had 3 cracks already here, Steve, inside the 1. Have yet to pound it in yet.
Well, that was close, but I think they're probably going to do this similar play.
Now 4th and goal. They're going to go quickly here and a little roll out to the near side, and they didn't get in. Gallagher stopped short of the end zone. They try to go quickly, and Belle Vernon's defense holds here with a stop. And you had 4 snaps for Laurel Highlands inside the 1, and they couldn't score.
No, good drive, but just couldn't take advantage.
Give UPMC Centers for Rehab Services injury timeout. Mustang down. Sloan getting up. One of the linemen there for Laurel Highlands. Looks like Brad Smith. Sloan getting up. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout. Leopards to get the football back up 14-0, 9:55 left before halftime.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasek has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com.
So, Steve, Laurel Highlands ran 17 plays. Went 68 yards. They couldn't get the 69th yard for the touchdown. Took 7:31 off the clock, but came up empty.
Yeah, I was just wondering where Mr. Black was. Where was Antoine Black? And, just give him the ball. He's been their best back so far this season.
Now Belle Vernon will start this drive inside their own 2. With Braden Locks as the quarterback. And an inside run up to the 10-yard line. Kind of getting out of their shadows of their own goalpost there. And that was Jedico with the run. Getting 8, maybe 9 yards there for Belle Vernon. Mentioned earlier, Jedico had a field day against the Mustangs last year with Quentin Martin out of the lineup, rushing for 242 yards and 5 touchdowns. Belle Vernon having to go 98 yards plus here if they want to score on this drive. Now 2nd and 2. Locks calling his own number. Design QB run. This time the Mustangs good pursuit from behind.
That was Jedico.
Actually, Jedico lining up there. You're right there, Steve.
Wildcat look.
Brought down by number 19, Connor Kalich.
And that was Connor Kalich on the tackle defensively there for Laurel Highlands. Now 3rd and 2, so the Leopards showing a little Wildcat look there with Jedico. Now 3rd and 2. 8:53 left before halftime. More of a traditional look here with Locks in at quarterback and Martin to his left. Twin receivers to the far side. Double tights on the line. Handoff going to Martin. Mustangs hit him in the backfield and drop him back of the 5-yard line. Some good pursuit there, Steve.
Tucker.
Jaden Tucker got him.
Yeah, Tucker got in the backfield. That was a nice job. And forces a 4th down, and you got to feel like, they almost have to punt.
In this situation, looking at a 4th and 6 from your own 6-yard line. You mentioned their punter, Willie Schwarha, first year kicking and punting varsity football.
That'd be downright arrogant if they went for it on 4th and 6 from your own 6-yard line, wouldn't it?
And it blowing up to backfire on you, though, too.
Punt formation, number 86, Willie.
So Schwarha about 8 yards deep in his own end zone. Gallagher back deep.
Number 2, Rodney Gallagher.
And what do we got here on the line? We had delay a game penalty. Play clock's at 0. Was a timeout called.
Dead ball. Delay.
Here's a delay a game.
Offense.
So we half the distance, makes things a little tougher.
Why are the Uniontown or Laurel Highlands coaches on the field? They got to get off the field. It's not a timeout, guys. What's going on? They're going to snap the ball. Watch this.
Yeah, it wasn't a timeout. You're right there, Steve. They're the water boys out and everything.
Okay, might get a penalty for that. That's.
Now 4th and 8. Line of scrimmage back to the 3. So Schwarha only about 12.5 yards to work with. Gallagher standing at the Belle Vernon 35-yard line. Clean snap coming back to Schwarha. Mustangs coming after him, and he barely got it away, but a good punt. It's going to bounce at the 35, take a Belle Vernon bounce. Gallagher has to let it go, and he'll get downed here at the Laurel Highlands 46-yard line. So Schwarha, about a 52-yard punt to get the Leopards out of a jam, and the Mustangs will get the football back from their own 46 when we come back down 14-0, 7:41 left before halftime. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
How do you give hope to a child in the foster care system? It starts with your heart. That tug you feel on yours when you hear that children are waiting for a stable, loving voice to speak up for their best interests. And then it becomes your time. What started out as a feeling that maybe you could make a difference becomes the difference. Change a child's story. There is a child waiting for a volunteer like you.
Volunteer today at CasaFayette.org.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, start of a new drive for Laurel Highlands from their own 46-yard line with Duke in at quarterback. Quick screen going out to Gallagher far side, breaks a couple of tackles, and Rod able to get to the midfield stripe, and he'll get knocked down right there for about a 4-yard gain to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Well, Duke caught the ball and got rid of it quickly. Good job there. Got the ball right to Gallagher.
2nd down 5.
This will be Duke's first real drive. Steve did line up his quarterback for one play there inside the red zone on the handoff that went to the fullback, John Pletcher. Now look to put it up here on 2nd and 6. Duke rolling to the near side, directing traffic, needs to get rid of it. And Duke with a ball coming loose on the turf. Are they going to roll an incomplete pass? Referees getting together. What's the call here? Belle Vernon appear to recover within the field of play. Late flag coming out. Might be intentional grounding. The ball was recovered there by the Leopards' Dylan DeWitt.
Well, it was definitely a forward pass, but it was definitely intentional grounding. He got outside the pocket, but there was no one in the area, and the ball did not get to the line of scrimmage. So basically, it'll result almost in a sack. Basically, is what happens there, and it's.
Well, the only good news, Steve, with the Mustangs mixing up some quarterbacks here, as much as they want to knock off Belle Vernon here tonight, it is a non-conference game. Belle Vernon playing in 3A, ranked among the top 2 teams in the state in the 3A classification. The Mustangs in 4A, so unlike last year, not a conference game. But still, you want to put forth a good showing and try to snap that Belle Vernon 15-game winning streak over Laurel Highlands. Mustangs without a win in this series since 2005. Now 3rd and 17 as Duke takes the snap. Steps up in the pocket, looks to throw, looking for Gallagher down the near sideline, but Duke threw it wide right. Evan Polott with coverage on the play there for Belle Vernon. So the Mustangs go 3 and out again. So they've had 4 offensive drives, and the only drive that had success is with Gallagher playing quarterback.
That's correct. And the punting game has been an adventure, to say the least, this season.
Lined up in punt formation, number 8, Hunter Kuzer.
They're going to bring Kuzer in to punt this time for the Mustangs. Quentin Martin standing back at the 35. The Kuzer's first punt of the season. Radcliffe kicked all last week and punted twice so far in this game.
Warning, Belle Vernon.
Belle Vernon giving a sideline warning.
I wonder if Radcliffe's okay, because they never even thought about going for a field goal down there, did they?
No. Let's look for Harry down there. He's walking around, Steve.
Okay.
Appears to be okay. The Kuzer now standing at the 26. Snap comes back and gets it away. Clean kick. Quentin Martin steps up. Look out here. Has it at the 35. Martin at the 40. Martin up the field to the 45-yard line, and that's where the Leopards will start 1st and 10 when we come back. But we have flags, so we'll keep it right here. Devin Kravosky made the tackle there defensively for Laurel Highlands, but we'll check the flag. It's a couple of flags. One on the 42 on the far side and one at the 48 at the near side.
I tell you what, I really can't believe a program like this. I know they like this yellow turf, but that turf is not good. They're just, I see guys slipping and sliding. Even the Belle Vernon kids you would think would be used to it.
It's been a number of years, though. They've had it down, and you wonder maybe it's time for turf replacement.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think you should be able to design a green turf to play the same way as gold turf. It's just a color.
On the return.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's
both penalties here against Belle Vernon.
Maybe we could find out at halftime what year this turf was put in.
Illegal block in the back. 10 yards.
He had an illegal block in the back, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. That'll push the Leopards back with 6:45 left before halftime. Belle Vernon up 14-0 over Laurel Highlands. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super. Tony Nola keeping stats. Gary Frankhauser behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. We wish Jerry Dupay the best tonight as well, recuperating from a medical procedure earlier on in the day.
Say hi to all our friends down at Potter's watching the game. And Mama Marukas. We got a band down there tonight, Tony.
Oh, nice. Maybe they had us piped in a little bit before the band.
Yeah.
Locks now.
First down to 10, Leopards from their own 30.
Out of the shotgun from their own 30-yard line. And Locks, quick screen, far side, pass complete. Cutting up the field, that's Rukonen down the far sideline. Rukonen, a 17-yard pickup down to the 47-yard line before he was knocked out of bounds.
Brought down by number 8, Hunter Kuzer.
Hunter Kuzer knocking him out. A good catch after the run there from Chase Rukonen, whose brother Hunter also played here at Belle Vernon. It's a big drive here, Steve. Belle Vernon goes up 3 touchdowns, going to the locker room. Could be lights out for the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands gets a stop. Maybe gets another drive, puts Gallagher back at quarterback. It could be a different game. Rukonen back in motion. An inside handoff going back this time to Jedico. Jedico lost the football. The Mustangs are on it. Laurel Highlands with the recovery. So we talked about needing a big defensive stop. Jedico coughs it up, and the Mustangs recover. And it looks like, Steve, that was John Pletcher.
Number 52, John Pletcher
with the recovery. So Pletcher with a fumble recovery. Mustangs take over the Belle Vernon 45. 6:28 left before halftime. 14-0 Leopards. We're back at 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning extends his best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, and all our local teams for a great season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork. It's the result of the hard work of both the players and the coaches, as well as the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders.
So Laurel Highlands from the Belle Vernon 45 after the Pletcher fumble recovery. Gallagher back into quarterback, and Laurel Highlands almost coughs it up. A little option pitch going back there to Black. Ball hit the turf, and Black, after coughing it up, recovers his own fumble.
It's a sideways,
Loss of 3 on the play.
kind of an option play. It looked a little disjointed from the beginning, and wasn't that far off of a pitch, but just enough for Black, probably looking downfield a little bit too early and just dropped it. Fortunate he fell on it.
Still just a 2-touchdown game, with the Mustangs having the football, working left to right as we describe it after the fumble and a 3-yard loss at 2nd and 13. But we have a timeout. Belle Vernon's will take one as well. Left still up 14-0. 5:50 left before halftime. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
The Catholic War Veterans is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to veterans hospitals, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. They are sponsoring their 12th annual Frank L. Musica golf outing again this year. They have proudly given 37 scholarships to area students since its inception. The Catholic War Veterans, post 1669 in Hopwood.
Attorney Bobby Gordon and the team at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm in southwestern Pennsylvania whose experience and expertise empower it not only to be an advocate for its clients, but also to provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorney Bobby Gordon.
So back here at James Weir Stadium after the Belle Vernon timeout. Mustangs with a football facing a 2nd and 13. That was all set up, Steve, by the John Pletcher fumble recovery after Jedico coughed it up on the Belle Vernon side.
Long TV timeout. I think the TV didn't go to the timeout till about 40 seconds into their timeout on the field. So.
Hey, we had some long college games last night. That Pitt West Virginia game, I think, was over 4 hours long, and Penn State Purdue was close to that as well. A lot of those reviews, too, on the targeting calls.
Yep, reviews on the catches, the targeting calls.
I just wonder how much is too much. There was actually, you go back 10 years, they had the college games running around 3 hours or so, but they've really intensified some of these reviews. I think added some more TV timeouts and everything else, and games really seem to be dragging on anymore. It's now 2nd and 13, finally set to go. 5:50 left before halftime, a 14-0 lead for Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. Mustangs working left to right here in the second quarter. This is Gallagher's second full drive now in a quarterback for Laurel Highlands. Keandre DeShield split out to the right. Single coverage there with Quentin Martin. Gallagher, a little play fake. They're coming after him, trying to spin off a defender, and he'll get sacked back at the 40-yard line. And that was Braden Locks, the quarterback on the other side with the sack.
Almost got away from him, but Locks did a good job of knocking him down. The light just came on behind us, which has probably helped Tony out a little bit.
When it's a 12-yard loss, the line of scrimmage was the Belle Vernon 48. Now the Mustangs back to their own 40-yard line, with 5:10 left on a running clock before halftime. Gallagher with Antoine Black off to his right. Now Black will line up in the slot right. So it'll be an empty set here on this 3rd and 25. And we think we had movement here on the line.
Dead ball, delay a game.
A delay of game against the Mustangs. Wow.
3rd down.
The 3rd and 25 becomes a 3rd and 30. Yet for your Red Raider fans out there, Uniontown was up 33-0 over Brownsville with 2:45 left before halftime. Program last year, a couple of wins over Carrick. Looking to go to 1-1 on the season, playing an independent schedule.
30 yards to go.
For a 3rd straight season, taking on Brownsville tonight. So 3rd and 30, under 5 minutes left here in the 3rd. Triple left set, Black now back in the slot right. Gallagher going empty, takes the snap. Flushed out here to the near side. Looks to run, slipped, regains, cuts up the field, and slips again here at the 38-yard line. So just a minimal 3-yard gain. Quentin Martin brought him down. And Steve, you're right. This field's just tough to run on.
It's like ice. They shouldn't call it the beach. They should call it the ice rink.
Gain about 3 yards in the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now 4th down, and it's Radcliffe back on the punt now.
It's like an oil slick out there.
4th punt of the night now for Laurel Highlands.
I really think, to be honest with you, they'd probably be, and I'm not kidding, they should wear sneakers. They'd probably be better off because those spikes are not digging into that turf.
I agree. Anthony Cruz now back deep to receive this punt. Standing back at the 28, Radcliffe at his own 25. Belle Vernon showing a little rush here. Clean snap coming back to Harry. He'll boot it away. Good punt here. Cruz is going to let it go, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Punt sails out of bounds.
Maybe didn't go quite as far as we initially thought at the 39. That's where Belle Vernon will start. 1st and 10, 3:59 left before halftime. 14-0. Leopards are back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
So Belle Vernon with the football back, 3:59 left before halftime. Leopards up 14-0, starting this drive from their own 39-yard line. Locks takes the snap, rolls to the far side, throws on the run. It's brought down for a 1st down in Laurel Highlands territory, and down inside the 40-yard line goes to Colton Lee. That'll be a pickup of 21.
Right down the play by number 4, Antoine Black Jr.
Locks looks pretty good, Steve. Has nice size, 6'5", 215, well composed. Like what I see out of that kid so far.
Big kid. He's a big kid. And he's got a nice arm. And he can run, which is an added bonus for Coach Humbert.
Again, it was a heated battle between Locks and Tanner Stieber for the starting job. A little quick out here, near side pass was tipped and almost intercepted. off the tip. Gallagher came close to an interception there for the Mustangs. Now bring up 2nd and 10. Leopards break the huddle. Locke so far 4 of 8 for 53 yards passing. Thank Tony for that note. Triple left set here. Jetico in as a protector back off to his left. Run the whole way here for Locks. Locks inside the 35, carrying a couple of Mustangs. And he has enough for a first down to the 27-yard line. And Locks' size just made that happen. Moving the sticks again for another Belle Vernon first down, 13-yard gain.
Number 11, Leland Leahy.
Spun around like a gyroscope, just kept running around and spinning and knocking Mustangs off of him every spin that he rotated. And he just kind of kept going down until he just basically fell down.
And carried a couple of guys along the way.
3:16, Coach Humbert, no hurry. Like to get another score to get it to 21-0 here at the half, and they're going to call.
Back down in the backfield.
And Coach Humbert puts his head down to the turf.
A flag was thrown before the play clock hit zeros. Illegal substitution.
Infraction, offense, 12 men on the field. 5-yard
and 12 men on the field. Now push them back with 3:08 left before halftime.
I mean, that turf, I'm watching it, looking at it in my binoculars, Brian. It looks like a putting green almost. You know, like a real, or maybe like the tightly mown fairway, which is not. I mean, that looks pretty, and you'd like to chip your ball and play golf on it and have hit ground balls for baseball. But for football, if that's firm, the spikes just aren't digging in, and that's why you're seeing some of these guys slip so much.
That's your assignment for halftime. Find out when the turf was put in.
Yeah.
They break the huddle now, 1st and 15 after the illegal substitution penalty from the Mustang 33. Locks putting it up, looking deep middle. Rukonen's there on the catch. Took a big hit but brought it down. Late flag coming in.
They're going to throw taunting on number 8 for the Mustangs.
That's Hunter Kuzier.
Yeah, he put a good stick on him and then kind of stood over top of him and gave him the stare down.
Well, Steve, that on the tackle there, though, that was 15 Tristan McCoy.
No, that was number 8. I had my binoculars on that, I'm pretty sure, Brian. It was number 8.
Well, Kuzier is checking out.
Yeah, that's what I saw. I mean, I had my binoculars on it. Yeah. But he just, either it's targeting, which we don't have in high school, but either like a taunting probably.
Personal foul, defense number 8.
Yeah, you're right. They called on Kuzier.
Half the distance to the goal.
So basically targeting illegal helmet contact, same thing.
I hate that rule in college football. It's just, I mean, those
at least he's not tossed, though.
No, but those players are so fast, and the defenders are trying their best. And if it's so obvious that he's went for the helmet, but sometimes they just can't stop it.
Now 1st and goal from the 7. Locks again out of the gun, takes the snap, quick out, far side, has a man at the 5. And the Mustangs hem that one in for a minimal gain. It's about a 2-yard pickup. That went to Evan Polott for the minimal gain. Bring up 2nd down and goal now from the 5 with 2:32 left on a running clock here in the 2nd quarter.
Parker Hoff, a nice stop for the Mustangs. Got his hand in there he was trying like crazy to rip that ball out of there, and he just couldn't do it.
The Leopards probably don't mind taking a little time off the clock here, Steve.
Heck no, just as long as they score.
Try to get a 3-touchdown lead going to the locker room. Bringing a man in motion, inside handoff going to Jetico, and Jetico inside the 5 gets down to the 1.
Jake Jetico up the middle.
Now another late flag coming in. As Jetico picked up 5, it would have brought up 3rd down and goal for the 1.
Number 88 on Belle Vernon or R15, which would be McCoy. And I don't know what happened. The official had his back to it, so I don't know how he could have saw anything. But they're going to call Belle Vernon for a penalty.
Dead ball after the play, personal foul.
Dead ball, personal foul on Belle Vernon. That went on Aiden Johnson. Johnson's 2nd personal foul of the game. He got called on that late hit on Gallagher that was questionable earlier as well.
I had my binoculars on the ball, so I didn't see what he did.
Belle Vernon now 9 penalties for 93 yards in this first half.
And Coach Humbert cannot be happy with that.
It's helping keep Laurel Highlands in this game.
They're putting Martin out at wide receiver quite a bit.
Yes. Now second down and goal from the 16. They're coming after Locks. They had a clean run on him. Yorchik from behind. Locks steps up and actually did a little somersault. Going down to the 15-yard line with another flag on the play.
Number 15, Tristan McCoy on the tackle.
McCoy finally brought him down.
Penalty marker down on the play.
Tristan Baker along with Caden Friel had some good pursuit.
Going to be a holding call. Whenever you see the official put the flag, pick it up, and then put it somewhere else, that means he's going to mark where the
52,
penalty occurred.
10 yards,
usually that's a holding on the offense, and it is.
That went on Jake Heckel.
So Belle Vernon has it down on the 1-yard line, but the penalties have derailed those plans, and they're back at the where's the ball, Brian? Is it at the 16?
Correction. He's going to decline the penalty.
Mustangs are going to decline the penalty to bring up fourth down.
Wow.
They figured just give them one shot here from the 16 instead of two shots from the 26.
They're not going to try the field goal, so that's a good move by the Mustangs.
Got one shot here from the 16-yard line. Locks with Martin off to his left. Officials discussing this. Leopards up 14-0 over the Mustangs. Quentin Martin, a pair of touchdowns back in the opening quarter. Be a big spot here, Steve. Mustangs get a stop. They still have 1:40 left on the clock and 2 timeouts left.
Boy, it certainly feels like more than a 14-0 lead.
I agree.
Doesn't it? It's just, I mean, the Mustangs just hanging around.
Belle Vernon, 10 penalties in this first half. Over 100 yards in penalty yardage, and now the Leopards taking a timeout, or no, Laurel Highlands timeout, Mustang timeout. We'll step aside for a quick 30. It's Belle Vernon 14, Laurel Highlands nothing, 1:37 left before halftime. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants. Your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926 is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf, certified public accountants.
So back here at James Weir Stadium, Mustangs taking their second time out of this first half, with Belle Vernon having a 4th and goal now from the Laurel Highlands 16. Brian Morozak along with Steve Super. Gary Frankhauser behind the camera tonight. Appreciate Gary helping us out with the South Union Township Sports Network, not broadcasting tonight. Tony Hinola keeping stats as always, and Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios. And now, Steve, they're going to line up for a field goal.
Yeah, going to be a 33-yarder.
33-yarder for Schwerha to make it a 3-possession game.
Holder number 11,
Tanner Stiebers, the holder.
Number 53, Luke Breyer.
Luke Breyer will send it back. Watch for the fake here, too, Steve.
I was going to say, Steve Nesser's watching. Watch for the fake. He's always calling for it.
Now Schwerha is going to kick. Line drive. I think it went wide right. No good.
No good.
Now Schwerha missing the field goal attempt. So 1:28 left here in the second quarter. 14-0 Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. We'll step aside for a quick 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
So 1:28 left before halftime. Mustangs with a football back. It looks like Steve Soltis back in at quarterback. And CJ looking deep for Hunter Kuchar, got picked off by Rukonen. So Rukonen with the interception. Boy, does that sound familiar, Steve, with a late flag coming in here right along the sidelines. You had that happen last year as well, similar situation.
Good throw. I mean, well, it was a good throw, but to the wrong direction, the wrong color jersey. And you feel bad because that's just, you give him another shot, figured he's got the strong arm, but it did not work out for the Mustangs there. He was throwing to Gallagher.
Well, Kuzier was there too. He had a personal foul against the Mustangs too. That went against Kuzier. I think was in pursuit of Rukonen after the interception. And now you're just kind of back where you started, Belle Vernon. 1st and 10 here from the 16-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I got to tell you, with a minute 20 or 30 left, the way they played, you'd almost have to be thrilled to go down in the locker room only 14-0. And it was really no reason to get crazy there.
Now Locke's looking to put it up. Pressure right in his face. Locks gets out of it, throws far side, has a man just shy of the sticks.
Pass by Locks is complete.
Antoine Black ran the receiver out of bounds. And I believe that was Colton Lee on the catch. Yes, it is Colton Lee on the 8-yard reception. Bring up 2nd and short.
It's hard to tell. These jerseys, some of the fonts are a little tough.
Yeah, the gold blends in a little bit with that dark green.
Yeah, with the binoculars you can see it pretty well, but with your
just trying to call straight play-by-play.
Yeah, that's tough.
Under 50 seconds left here in the second quarter. Leopards just one timeout remaining. 2nd and 2. Locks. Inside handoff going to Martin. Martin looking for the first down. I don't think he got it. Needed 2, only got 1. And now you have to take a timeout or go, or if you're Belle Vernon.
Parker Hoff made a nice stick there. Came in.
Belle Vernon will take their final timeout. We'll take one as well. 35 seconds left before halftime. 14-0. Leps are back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right. Your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
So now 3rd and goal for Belle Vernon after the timeout. At the Mustang 8-yard line. 3rd and 2.
Wildcat.
A Wildcat here with Martin. And Martin on the left side. And Martin's going to score his 3rd touchdown of the night for the Wildcat set from 8 yards out. And Belle Vernon takes a 20-0 lead.
Well, that one you could almost chalk up to getting a little too aggressive after the turnover or after the missed field goal. Trying to throw it deep, and the interception cost the Mustangs 7 points.
Now Schwarha will come on for the extra point. Trying to make it 21-0.
On to attempt the point after for the Leopards is number 86, Willie Schwera. Your holder, number 11, Tanner Stieber. Long snapper,
and Tanner Stieber to do the holding, and Schwarha's kick this time is up and through. So it's a 21-0 lead for Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. 30 seconds left before halftime, and we're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Stop by Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop on North Gallatin Avenue in Uniontown. Family owned and operated by Phil Lucioni and Dominic Sabatini, Big Al's features 2 one-topping pizzas and a 2-liter for $21.99. Or try an Italian hoagie and a 20-ounce drink for $6.99. Check out some of Big Al's other homemade food items, including pasta salads, macaroni salads, and deli items. Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop, 72 North Gallatin Avenue. Phone 724-550-4252.
I'm Attorney Trip Radcliffe of Radcliffe Law. I've practiced law in Fayette County for over 40 years. The success of our firm is the result of our clients trusting us to make the best decisions on their behalf when they're injured in an accident. We tell our clients, you get yourself better, we will deal with the rest. If you've been hurt in an accident, call us today to set up a free consultation, 724-439-3939. We have Saturday appointments for your convenience. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
So Laurel Highlands now finding themselves down 3 touchdowns, 21-0. All of the Belle Vernon scoring so far in this game, courtesy of Quentin Martin, 3 touchdown runs, 2 in the opening quarter, and 1 here in the final 30 seconds of the second quarter. And the Mustangs once again, Steve, facing a big deficit against Belle Vernon without a win over the Leopards since 2005 as Schwerha sends it away again back to the 4-yard line. And it's Antoine Black here on this run back looking for a big play, and Black will get run out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Wrapped up by number 3, Evan Polott, and number 19.
Evan Polott ran him out of bounds along with Adam LeCarte. And I have to think here, Steve, you play close to the vest, 23 seconds left before halftime, threw an interception on your last drive.
Well, you did.
They're trying, sold us out again.
You went for the long play last time. I mean, you're down 21-0. You need points, but it's
Yeah, a Mustang coming out. That's Rafel holding his arm.
First down.
Not sure what happened there.
From their own 25.
Gallagher in as a receiver off to the right. He's actually in between Keandre DeShields and Ben Wilson.
They're going to probably give this to Black on a handoff, you would think. They got to switch footballs. Each team provides their own ball. A couple of them during the game. Of course, Belle Vernon's lost a couple with the lower net over to our right. They've hit them down the road.
Had a 90-minute first half, which is actually pretty long for a high school game.
Yeah, a lot of TV commercial timeouts.
Soltis in a quarterback. Let's see how aggressive they get. He's going to put it up. Going to be a screen to the left to Black, who gets blown up behind the line of scrimmage back at the 19-yard line for a 6-yard loss on the play, and Black's hurts.
And he's getting up slowly.
Pass complete to Black.
That was a hard hit too, Steve. Low of the knees.
Somebody called timeout. I don't know who did. The clock's not moving. He didn't go out of bounds, did he?
It was an injury timeout. Because Black's hobbling.
I mean, that I don't understand, to be honest with you. They throw a swing pass to the left. I mean, you're not going to get any big yardage out of that unless you're just trying to get a little confidence for your quarterback.
You saw the running backs get hurt a lot last year, too, and that's not good. Second game of the year to get your star tailback.
The clock's moving.
With a clean hit on them there.
Shouldn't even snap the ball.
No, I agree.
You can go to commercial now, Brian. I would think they're not going to snap it.
Down to 3, down to 2, down to 1, and they'll do it for one half of football. But all Belle Vernon tonight here on the gold turf at James Weir Stadium. 3 Quentin Martin touchdowns, the difference. And it's a 21-0 lead for the Belle Vernon Leopards over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Stay tuned for our halftime show being brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm. We'll have our first half stats courtesy of Peachin's Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. We'll check the scoreboard and have more for you. Cut them up here at the break. 21-0 Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. We're back with more in just a moment here on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network and Facebook Live.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of SWGI Specialists, extending best wishes to our Fayette County teams. Our providers and staff all live locally and are committed to fulfilling the digestive health needs of our community. We encourage everyone at age 50 to get a screening colonoscopy because preventing cancer is the best way to fight cancer. Call 724-437-7677 or visit us at swgispecialists.com.
Where can you go these days and have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf. That's where. Joby's Golf is conveniently located at the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard. Joby's Golf is a fast, friendly, full-service gas station serving the Uniontown area in the same location for over 47 years. Joby's Golf offers blockout services, general repairs, tire repair, fenced-in storage lots, state inspection, golf products, and AAA 24-hour car and light truck towing service. Call 724-438-0681.
South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon has spent his life helping others. Now in his 17th year of service, he previously served us as district judge for 24 years after 8 years of teaching our kids. Like in football, Rick Vernon knows that it takes a team to produce winning results. Let's keep our great team of supervisors together. Rick Vernon says, "Go Mustangs!"
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30.
They would almost be better off wearing sneakers. I mean, they could wear sneakers and probably get better traction because we see, I mean, how many times, I mean, Gallagher is one of the best athletes we've seen in years, and how many times, I mean, he slipped at least 5 times tonight, and he very rarely slips, you know? So, and Martin slipped a couple times. So.
It'll be Belle Vernon getting the football to start the third quarter, up 3 touchdowns at 21-0 as Harry Radcliffe will send it away here from the 40-yard line. We had an extended halftime show just due to the fact that they had a Hall of Fame induction here as well.
Tony and Gary and I could have went back to Uniontown and went to Potter's and got a sandwich and came back. That's how long that halftime was. That's the longest halftime we've ever seen.
And Radcliffe will send it away to get this third quarter underway. And a little onside kick. Well executed, ball is loose. And I think Belle Vernon hopped back on it. The Mustangs came very close. And can't blame the call there, Steve.
No.
Opportunity to get the football back close to midfield.
Gotta love the call. Gotta love the, you know, what the heck, you're down 21-0. And we haven't been able to stop them.
Alonzo Wade ended up falling on it there for Belle Vernon. So the Leopards will get the football now at their own 49-yard line. Up 21-0 over Laurel Highlands. 4 seconds into this third quarter. And you have Jedico to the right of Tanner Stieber, who's now in a quarterback for Belle Vernon. We expected Belle Vernon to use both Stieber and Locks tonight. Locks played the entire first half. Stieber run the entire way across the right side of the line. Nice pickup down to the Laurel Highlands 46. Got 5 to bring up second down and 5. Stieber not quite the size of Locks. 6'1", 195 pounds. He's a senior. Locks is a junior. Stieber last year attempted just 1 pass, completed it for 6 yards.
That's tough being a senior, losing the job to a junior. You know, years ago, you know, they almost gave the seniors the benefit of the doubt, but not the case anymore. Guys just want to win, which is, you know, probably the way it should be. But
here's the way Locks played in the first half. Hard not to give him the starting job. We'll get a look at Stieber here. Jedico on this handoff, and Jedico another hole inside the 40, broke a tackle. Still going inside the 35 down to the 31-yard line. So Jake Jedico getting 15 there for the Belle Vernon Leopards.
And it almost looks like Coach Humbert has put in his second teamers. He doesn't have Martin. He doesn't have Martin in the game, nor his starting quarterback. But Stieber has done a good job along with Jedico.
And Stieber again out of the shotgun. Quick screen, far side, pass complete. And inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line, a 13-yard pickup. And that one going to Colton Lee.
Colton Lee did a great job of catching the ball and going straight down the field. No hesitation, no juke steps, nothing. He just went straight ahead.
And the Mustangs need to do some tackling out there defensively. Steve, Belle Vernon making this look a little too easy here on this opening drive of the third quarter, up 3 touchdowns. Looking to go up 28.
With their second team in there.
I think they're going Wildcat here.
Yeah, Jedico's behind the center.
Timeout Laurel Highlands with 10:09 left here in the third. Mustangs down 21-0. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Fayette County Recorder of Deeds John Marietta would like to wish the best of luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, the Uniontown Red Raiders, all of our local high school football teams this year, and invite you to listen to his show here on WMBS every Tuesday at 3:15 and Wednesday at 4:15. This message has been paid for by John Marietta for We the People.
Stop by Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop on North Gallatin Avenue in Uniontown. Family owned and operated by Phil Lucioni and Dominic Sabatini, Big Al's features 2 one-topping pizzas and a 2-liter for $21.99. Or try an Italian hoagie and a 20-ounce drink for $6.99. Check out some of Big Al's other homemade food items, including pasta salads, macaroni salads, and deli items. Big Al's Market and Six-Pack Shop, 72 North Gallatin Avenue. Phone 724-550-4252.
Back here at James Weir Stadium. Hate to burn a timeout like that, Steve, on defense in the opening 2 minutes of the third quarter.
Well, you're basically they're running the ball down your throat, if you will. And Brian, Quentin Martin is over there at the 45-yard line, and the trainers are feverishly working on his legs. He's lying on the ground. So
again, he had some injury issues last year. Wildcat look here. Jetico across the right side of the line inside the 10 and down to the 5-yard line. 13-yard gain there for Jetico, who ran all over Laurel Highlands last year for 5 touchdowns. They'll set up a 1st and goal there from the 5.
Yeah, he's a little slow getting up. Jetico is holding his wrist.
Wow.
His forearm. He is in pain. So hopefully he's okay, but that does not look good, Brian. He is going right over the bench, and they're sending him right into the tent. So something's going on there. He is
First down and goal.
he's in some serious pain.
Now back under center goes Stieber. And now flags come in. We have a timeout, Belle Vernon.
And yeah, I think what's happening is he's asking for it should have been a timeout for an injury. And he's right, Coach Humbert. But what happened was Jetico came off the field. He ran off the field, so the official wouldn't have a need to blow it blow it dead. But
so there's going to be a quick little stoppage here, and now they'll wind the clock again with 10:02 left here in the 3rd.
One of the coaches for the Mustangs is out there. I can't see who that is.
Nonetheless,
Coach
1st and goal.
Coach Edenfield getting into it with one of the officials. He's trying to talk to his team. He wants to know why he can't talk to his guys.
T formation here. Pitch going to Tanner Moody this time across the right side of the line, and Moody's in to make it 27-0. Tanner Moody, I believe that was his first carry of the night, goes for 5 yards and a touchdown. The top 2 backs go down. Steve Moody actually listed as a starting fullback.
Look at this, Brian. Coach Colsar, he's down there talking to the official. And Coach Edenfield was over there as well.
I don't think it's going to change things, though.
No, but they're not up there. I don't know what they're upset about. They're upset about something.
Schwarha's extra point up on the way, and that kick's good. So with 9:56 left here in the 3rd quarter, it's all Belle Vernon up 28-0 over Laurel Highlands. We're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
I'm attorney Rob Harper, and I'm happy to be joining Bill Martin and Tripp Radcliffe at Radcliffe Law in Uniontown. I grew up in Uniontown and chose to make Fayette County my home. I also represent the county as an assistant district attorney, and I know my way around a courtroom. If you are hurt in an accident, buying or selling a home, need assistance with an estate or will preparation, call me at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. The initial consultation is free. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Now 28-0 Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. 3 touchdowns from Quentin Martin. The latest score from Tanner Moody, with both Martin and backup running back Jake Jetico getting attended to. Moody, his first carry of the night. A 5-yard touchdown run caps off a 5-play, 51-yard drive that took just over 2 minutes off the clock.
Coaches are still chirping, Colsar and Edenfield with the officials to our left, Brian, and they were upset when Jetico got hurt and they stopped the clock for some reason. And then our guys, Coach Edenfield, actually defensive guy, went out to talk to his players, and they shut him off and sent him back over and ran the play, and that upset the Mustang coaching staff.
We'll say, Gary, the fans have behaved a lot better this year than they have a year ago when these two teams met.
No doubt about that.
Number 8, Hunter Kuzer.
And a lot of interest behind us. You can tell that people are not paying attention to the game right now. It's just taking so long halftime. People just kind of got out of the mood. That ball's got to be picked up.
It's a live ball. It's going to go back to Keandre here at the 2-yard line. Keandre looking for some room, and he might get it here. Things got a little broken up as far as the holes went and allowed Keandre to get down at the 23-yard line. I'd give Gallagher one last shot here, Steve, at quarterback.
And number 2, Colton Lee.
Just see what happens. They're down 4 touchdowns, 9:48 left in the third quarter. But he's been the only Mustang quarterback that's been able to sustain a drive so far tonight.
They really didn't give Duke much of a chance, to be honest. They only got a couple plays. You know, I'd like to let him throw the ball down the field, but I would imagine you're probably right. They're going to throw Gallagher back in there.
If it works out here, great. If not, if you get into Mercy territory, then just work out Duke and Soltis. You have Jaden Tucker in to the right of Gallagher in the backfield. Twin receivers to each side. Play fake. Rod's going to run it himself. Cuts back at the 25. Flag on the play, and Rod's going to get gang tackled here just shy of the 30-yard line.
These officials throwing flags on every play, it seems like.
Brought down by number 4, Parker Joel.
What'd you see there, guys?
Holding. Holding, offense number 59, 10-yard penalty, first down.
So that one going on the Mustangs. Cam Bradley. And Bradley, like Billy Barton, another Mustang questionable coming into the week, actually didn't get cleared until this morning. Martin out, Stephen, being told from the sidelines with cramps.
Okay, well, good. It's they're still, they're working on his leg over there.
I think our buddy Jared Bozak, who's down on the far sidelines, giving us that update. Hopefully Jedico's okay as well. He went down holding his hand. Now 1st and 16. Handoff going here to Jaden Tucker, and Tucker cutting up the field. Gets down to the 27. Nice pickup there, getting 9. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
I think that would be...
Brought down by number 22, Tanner Moody. Number 3, Evan Polot.
Polot and Moody brought him down. We got 2nd and 7, correction there. Nonetheless, a positive play. Triple left formation now for Gallagher. Fakes the handoff to Tucker, going back to the near side. Rod trying to turn the corner. Not much operating room. Maybe got a yard to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Number 3, Evan Polot.
That was Evan Polot on that tackle. It's now 3rd and 6, 8:40 left here on a running clock in the third quarter. Mustangs down 4 touchdowns.
They're still just trying to grind it out, get something positive to kind of hang your hat on, but the Mustangs just have not been able to make too many splashes offensively.
Mustangs will take on Kiski area next week. We'll have the game for you here on WMBS. Rod looking to step up, throws down the field into double coverage. That one almost intercepted. In and out of the hands of Adam LaCarte.
By number 19, Adam LaCarte.
Now 4th and 5, maybe a long 5. What do you do here?
Well,
from your own 29.
The way the defense is played, to be honest with you, I probably would go for it. But they're going to send out the punt unit.
4th down and 5.
And Coach Colasar came down the sideline, and Keandre was putting his hand up in the air, like kind of looking for the flag on the pass interference call. And Coach Colasar came down running at the official to scream at him, but the official pretty much just looked at him and turned away.
Radcliffe back at the 16. High short punt here on the near side. And hit at the 50, take a Belle Vernon bounce out of bounds at the Laurel Highlands 45. So where the Leopards will start 1st and 10 when we come back. Belle Vernon up 28-0 over Laurel Highlands. 8:08 left here in the third. We're back in 30 here on the CR Prada Group High School Sports Night.
McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountants, your full-service accounting firm serving the tri-state area since 1926, is conveniently located at 538 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Offering tax, accounting, auditing, payroll, management advisory, and estate planning services, McClure & Wolf is recognized as an industry leader in providing their clients with quality professional services. To find out more about their services, visit them online at www.mcclurewolfcpas.com or give them a call at 724-437-2000 for McClure & Wolf Certified Public Accountants.
So Belle Vernon starting another drive in Laurel Highlands territory at the Mustangs' 45-yard line.
16-yard punt, Brian. So you had 4th and 5. I mean, not much difference there. If you don't get it, you're only giving up 15 yards or so.
What a difference from last week where Radcliffe was averaging 42 yards a punt. False start there on Belle Vernon.
Penalty, first down.
Going on the Leopards 53, Luke Breyer
Well, plus you're down 28-0. I mean, let's face it, you're only going to get so many possessions left. If you're going to try to win the game, you got to score pretty much every time you get the ball. And you had a 4th and 5. It wasn't 4th and 30, but
actually had a running clock here, Steve. You get a Belle Vernon touchdown, made extra point on this drive. Triple right formation here for Stieber and the Leopards. Ball on the left hash mark at midfield. Rod coming off the near side. It's going to be a completed screen on the far side for just a 2-yard pickup to bring up 2nd and 13. That went to Rukonen, who's had a nice game tonight for Belle Vernon on both sides of the football.
End of a yard, 2nd down and 14.
Actually only gave him a yard there, Steve, so 2nd and 14.
He caught that ball as an inside kind of a jailbreak type screen, and the ball was thrown a little low, and he almost caught it on the ground with his knee. He just stumbled forward picked up just a yard or two.
Now 2nd and 14. Stieber remains in at quarterback as Rukonen comes in motion to the near side to set up a triple left set. As Stieber takes the snap, Mustangs coming from behind. A little quick out near side, pass complete. And getting down to the Mustang 42 was Cole Doppelhauer.
Doppelhauer again, another player stumbles a little bit on that turf.
By number 10, Tristan Baker.
It was a 7, maybe 8-yard game before Tristan Baker pushed him out of bounds. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 5, maybe 6.
3rd down and 6.
We'll call it 6. Next week for Belle Vernon, they'll travel to McKeesport to take on the Tigers. It'll be a tough game for Belle Vernon. We mentioned the Mustangs playing a non-conference game at home against Kiski area. Last time we saw Kiski, Steve, a couple of years ago down at Connellsville. And that was during the 2020 COVID year. So 3rd and 6. A little Wildcat set here again. Direct snap and taking it down to the 39-yard line. Tanner Moody, who had that last Belle Vernon touchdown. This time he only gets 2. Now bring up 4th down and 4.
Pretty soon they got to start playing conference games, you would think.
Well, the Mustangs after next week will have conference games the rest of the way. McKeesport at home at Greater Latrobe. Home against Thomas Jefferson at Trinity. Ringgold on the 21st and then at Connellsville on the 28th. They do have that one open week on October the 7th. There's some talk if Mohawk ends up forfeiting their season because of some of that hazing that Laurel Highlands might play Beaver Falls on October the 7th. That has not been decided. So we have a 4th and 4 here, and the Mustangs just jumped off sides.
Mark it down before the snap.
John Pletcher came across.
Yeah, you just wonder. I mean, he could tell they very rarely get under center, and he was under there just to draw him off sides, and Pletcher kind of took the bait.
1st down and 10, Leopards from the Mustangs.
So the Mustangs give Belle Vernon an automatic 1st down. It was 4th and 4, 5-yard offsides penalty. Takes the football down to the Laurel Highlands 34. 6:33 left here in the 3rd quarter. They'll run the clock again.
Quentin Martin looks okay. He's over there lobbying to get back in the game.
Low snap coming back, and he's back in the game right now. On the inside handoff, it's taken down to the 34, maybe got a half a yard.
That's why, yeah, he was over there talking to the coaching staff trying to get back in, and they finally let him back in there. One more score, and he probably won't get to go back in.
He's coming back out again. Looks like he's cramping up again.
Yeah.
Hobbling to the far side. Sometimes once you get those cramps once, it's hard to get rid of them the rest of the night.
Painful, too. You get those cramps in your calves.
Last play one is no gain. So 2nd and 10 now for Stieber and the Leopards. Another quick screen, far side pass complete behind the line of scrimmage. A good tackle there from Keandre to Shields. Stopping Colton Lee for a 2-yard loss to bring up 3rd down and 12.
It's going to be tough for Gallagher. They keep throwing away from him.
They've gone away from him on probably 90% of the pass routes tonight.
You would think they would just go and just put him on the other team's best receiver. You know, hey, if you got your best guy, you're gonna throw it to him. We're gonna put our best guy on him.
A single coverage here on the near side on Evan Polott. As Stieber takes the snap. Check that's Locks back in the game, coming across the middle of the field. That ball in and out of the hands of the intended wide receiver, and that was Moody again. So they mixed things up there, putting Locks back in at quarterback, and they came very close to picking up a 1st down. So now 4th and 12 for the Mustang 36. Figure the Leps will just roll the dice and go for it here. Why not? Up 28-0. 5:03 left here in the third. Was surprised to see locks there, Steve, because they were going with Stieber.
Yep, he's back in there again.
Since the start of the second half. So you have locks out there for this 4th and 12 as Rakonen comes in motion. Ball on the right hash mark, the Laurel Highlands 36. Locks takes the snap, pressure in his face, and he's going to be sacked back at the 49-yard line. And in on the sack there for the Mustangs appeared to be Roman Haskins. That is Haskins, number 58. Only a freshman, 5'10", 230 pounds. So the Mustangs stop the Leopards on downs. 4:57 left here in the third, 28-0 Belle Vernon. We're back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
The Mustangs go quickly here as Rodney Gallagher finds Keandre DeShields down to the Belle Vernon 35-yard line. To being a 17-yard pickup there, Steve, and a Mustang first down.
Yeah, nice pitch and catch there. DeShields made a nice catch. And that was very close. There was too many men on the field for Belle Vernon.
And Gallagher looking deep near side. Keandre again has it at the 12-yard line. Keandre stepped out of bounds trying to cut forward, and then a late hit, but I don't think anybody heard the whistle down there. So Keandre rolled out of bounds at the 12. Still ends up going, Steve, as a 24-yard gain and another Laurel Highlands first down as the Mustangs try to remain in this game.
There's a flag on the far sideline. That's going to be for too many men on the field.
On Belle Vernon, though, yes, I would think, yes.
Correct. Yeah, they had a defensive player trying to get off late. So that's going to be declined, of course, and the Mustangs will take over.
It's thrown right in front of the Belle Vernon bench at the 24-yard line, but the Mustangs are going back here, Steve. Did we have multiple flags?
I don't see a second flag.
Keandre is on the defense.
That penalty will be declined. First down, Laurel Highlands.
And now the Mustangs will step up. Keandre went out of bounds right at the 11-yard line, and that will be the line of scrimmage. So a couple of big throws, one of the combinations we saw a lot last season. Gallagher to Keandre. Now a first and goal here from the 11-yard line. Jaden Tucker to the right of Gallagher in the backfield. 4:43 left here in the third. Now Tucker repositions to Gallagher's left. Mustangs have a little banana bunch off to the left as Gallagher takes the snap, rolls in that direction, looks end zone, just overthrew the intended wide receiver, Hunter Kuzier. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a difficult throw going to your left as a right-handed quarterback, running for your life just to try to get away from the defender and then somehow lofted over a defender in the end zone as he's running away from the play, and that's a tough ask for a Division I type pro quarterback, let alone a guy that's going to probably play receiver in college.
So now 2nd and 10. You've Tucker again to the left of Gallagher. They've spread the receivers out on the left side. Triple left set, single coverage with Rafel on the near side, and a handoff goes to Tucker. He'll lose 3 back to the 14.
Tucker on the carry.
I'll bring up 3rd down and 13.
58, Steve
Line of scrimmage back to the 14-yard line.
Well, we got down here earlier, down on the goal line, and couldn't even muster a yard. And now there's, they get on the 11, and now two plays, and they lost a yard. So the Mustangs have looks like they're stalling on another drive. Let's see if they can get some yardage here.
Belle Vernon's red zone defense has been tough. Gallagher flushed out again to the far side, throws on the run, back of the end zone into double coverage. Pass is broken up and falls incomplete. Was looking again for Keandre DeShields.
Again, they roll him to the left. I don't understand it. He's a right-handed thrower. He's running for his life over there. And he's, I know the ball's on the right hash, but that's a tough play.
Have a player down in the end zone, Steve.
Yeah, Belle Vernon player.
Is that Colton Lee down there?
Let's see if I can get
Actually, 2 players down. Tony was pointing number 2. He meant 2 players down. Both Leopards, one at the 28 and one in the end zone. So a couple of injuries down. We'll step aside for a quick 30-second timeout. 28-0 Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. 3:58 left here in the third quarter.
Keep your legal needs close to home. Attorney Vincent T. Berry specializes in criminal justice, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Attorney T. Berry is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to Attorney Vince T. Berry. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. That's 724-430-0300.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, one of the Leopards down was Quentin Martin. Another cramping situation for Martin. He's trying to give it a go, Steve, but the cramps are just getting the better of him. And the other Leopard down was Moody.
Yeah, it looked like a cramping situation for him as well, because when he finally popped up, he looked like he was pretty ready to go. So hopefully that was just a cramp. And it's not that hot tonight, but it was kind of
early season, though. Yeah. First game of the year for Belle Vernon. They didn't play last week. So now 4th and 12 here for Laurel Highlands. Line of scrimmage just inside the Belle Vernon 14, so they can get a first down just inside the 2.
And again, another television delay here.
Gallagher remains the Mustang quarterback. They'll have twin receivers here at each side. And Jaden Tucker's been getting more time than Antoine Black in the Mustang backfield. Did Black get dinged up earlier? Tony's saying Black did get injured. And that was late in the first half, Steve, when he got undercut.
Yeah.
So that's not good news, losing your top running back. And Laurel Highlands had to go through that last year as well.
4th down and 12 for Laurel Highlands.
And Gary tells me Black's on the bench without pads on. Remember Eric Allen, last year the Mustangs lost to an injury. Now 4th and 12 from the 13. Gallagher takes the snap. Again, rolling to that far side. Nothing there. He's in trouble. Broke a tackle in the backfield. Rolling back to the near side. Throws on the run. Looking end zone. And we got a Mustang touchdown. That's Keandre DeShields. And once again, Gallagher working his magic there, Steve. Almost got sacked. Worked out of it. And found his main man, Keandre, for a Laurel Highlands touchdown.
Well, you know, again, rolling to your left is difficult. And then the success finally came when he spun around and went to his right, and he's running to his right. He's a lot easier to throw for a right-handed thrower.
So finally a reason for George to wave the foam finger tonight as the Mustangs get back to within 22 at 28-6, and Radcliffe's extra point makes it a 3-touchdown game at 28-7. 3:48 left here in the third. 28-7 Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands, and we're back at 60 here in the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Chris Parker Jr., what's happening at Autoland?
Our new 2023 Hyundais are starting to arrive, and just announced Hyundai's Getaway sales event for the end of summer.
When it comes to getaways, I think everyone's concerned about gas prices.
If you want to get away and get great gas mileage, take advantage of the new fuel-efficient 2023 Hyundai Elantra SE with a 36-month lease payment of only $219 per month. See dealer for details.
Sounds perfect for a getaway road trip.
Plus, take advantage of our remaining new 2022 inventory with more arriving daily. There's a great selection of new 2022 all-wheel drive Tucsons and Santa Fe's for a getaway adventure. Both available with $500 HMS bonus cash.
And every new Hyundai comes with 3-year free complimentary maintenance and Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's Best Warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, Uniontown, or visit their website at AutolandHyundai.com.
You always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
So Laurel Highlands, 14-yard touchdown pass. Rodney Gallagher to Keandre DeShields, capping off a 6-play, 52-yard drive. Took 1:06 off the clock. Radcliffe adds the extra point. With 3:48 left here in the third quarter, Laurel Highlands back to within 21 at 28-7.
The onside kick again?
You can try it. I mean, don't know how much difference it's going to make, though, if you kick it deep.
And they keep putting Martin back in the game, so he must be wanting to play pretty bad. But
they have the hands team up. Actually, you have 10 Leopards here within.
Another commercial timeout they're working on over there. So
you have Gallagher back on the kick team for Laurel Highlands here, too.
This game is painfully slow tonight, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, Gary got home 1:30 last night from the WVU game. He's going to get home at 1:30 tonight from Belle Vernon.
He said he was in the offices of Davis & Davis this morning at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Credit Gary.
He slept there.
We told him just to sleep here at Belle Vernon. Got home so late last night. We're finally ready to resume. Radcliffe will send it away. And he'll angle it here on the near side. Go back to the 23-yard line here on the return. That's Alonzo Wade. And Wade takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. And Jaden Tucker. I think it's a cramping situation there for Tucker, too.
That could be. I don't know. The way he was.
It's cramps. At the 37, and then they're working on Wade there, too, Steve. These guys are all cramping up. With 3:42 left in the third, Leopards up 28-7 over the Mustangs. We'll step aside for another quick 30. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services Injury Timeout on WMBS, the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
This is the sound of a racing heart. It's beating a little faster because it belongs to a young child. But this child isn't in the middle of a close soccer game or playing with her puppy in the yard. Her heart is racing because she's just been told she has to move foster homes again. Change a child's story. There's a child waiting for a volunteer like you.
Volunteer today at CasaFayette.org.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, you have Tucker down, Wade down for the respective teams. They try to work out the cramps. Again, after our game wraps up, stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Have our First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County Super Play of the game. Peachin's Pharmacy post-game stats, and after that's done, the Triple Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel. Again, next week, it's Laurel Highlands hosting Kiski area on the air with our Sprouse Insurance Crew pregame show at 6. Opening kickoff set for 7. Gary Frankhauser, who's behind the camera for us tonight, says he's cramping up just standing there. Maybe Gary should hydrate a little bit more.
Both teams, we had that's no joke. It was a 45-minute halftime. I mean, that's a long time those kids sit around and just get cold. The Mustangs came out, they warmed up for like 30 seconds. I mean.
And Gary said Super Bowl halftime.
It was exactly like a Super Bowl halftime.
And they're still trying to work out the cramps there on Wade.
But Tony said we didn't have Beyonce out there.
Well, the bands did pretty good, though. Yeah. And they're still trying to get Wade up. And the way they're working it out, Steve, it looks like a cramping situation and not, we're not doctors or athletic trainers or anything.
But you play one on the radio, though.
Yes. A lot of big college football tomorrow.
Stayed at a Holiday Inn Express, though.
Ohio State, Notre Dame tomorrow night. Georgia, Oregon among the docket of games on tap. And speaking of Hall of Fame games, Steve, the Pirates having their first ever Hall of Fame game tomorrow night as well against the Blue Jays.
I got some problems with some of those players going into the Hall of Fame. I like every one of them that are in there.
Need Barry Bonds in.
Well, yeah, and Vernon Law.
Yeah. I was always a Doug Drabeck fan growing up. He was my favorite
Blass
Pirate.
Is the only pitcher that's going in.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a huge Drabeck fan when he played.
I mean,
during my childhood.
Steve Blass certainly deserves it, but I mean, you got Harvey Haddix.
Yep. Yeah, perfect game.
Vernon Law.
Yep.
Elroy Face.
Maz going in?
Yes.
Figured for that home run in 1960. And unfortunately, a lot of the guys going in all deceased.
Yeah, I think Parker's coming back. It might be, one of the few. Him and Steve Blass.
Oh, Steve Blass, yeah. I think there's 3 alive, Nick was telling me. Yeah, Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital
alive?
Studios.
He didn't get picked.
Oh, he didn't get picked.
Didn't he autograph baseballs back at Lady Luck years back for you? Yeah. Thought so when you were working
It's amazing. He was He was such a small guy. I couldn't believe he was a pitcher. He was like 5'6", it seemed like, and just a little frail guy. And apparently he was a heck of a pitcher.
It's a Jedico left arm injury, doubtful to return on the Belle Vernon side. Now here for Belle Vernon, Alonzo Wade limping, walking to the sidelines. Nick tells me Parker, Maz, and Blast. Everyone else is deceased. It's going in.
Well, if Nick could tell you the Pirates score, they're probably playing by now, aren't they? Probably.
I'm sure you can pass. The game's probably done. I think it started at 6:30 tonight.
Yeah, it's probably done.
Probably a better chance of being over before our game. We still have 3:42 left here in the third quarter, a 28-7 lead for Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. This has been one of the longer high school football games we've had without any kind of interruptions for lightning or anything else.
We're going to have trouble getting dinner on the way home. No, nothing's going to be open.
Luckily, we've ate pretty well here. Done a nice job at the snack bar.
I wasn't real pleased with the Chick-fil-A. Had pickles on the sandwiches, so I couldn't eat one of those.
What do you expect? It's a donation.
It's a donation. It's a $5 sandwich. Come on. Hey, take the pickles off.
I think it was actually $7.
Oh, there you go.
3:42 left in the third, 28-7 Belle Vernon over Laurel
Highlands. Everybody
Highlands.
likes pickles, you know. Ampy's pickles are not forever.
But again, you're not dining out at a restaurant. It's just you're at a little concession stand
Give
here.
them $10, they'd take the pickles off.
Well, they would take them off, but they'd still sniff the juice on there. I don't want to smell that pickle sauce.
After about a 10-minute injury stoppage, we're talking about pickles in a 28-7 game with 3:42 left in the third.
Let's get back to football.
We're out of a TV timeout, so I don't know why we can't play now. You have two separate sets of Belle Vernon huddles right now.
Yeah, these officials are just not in any hurry to get this thing going.
Now, right now, we're 2 hours and 37 minutes for a high school game, still with 3:42 left in the third quarter. And Belle Vernon going back to Stieber now at quarterback, up 3 touchdowns, and a low snap coming back. That's a loose football. Stieber picks it back up, and he's going to be nailed here, Steve, for a big-time loss. They'll knock him down here at the 33-yard line. It goes a loss of 11 to bring up second down at 21. Mustangs looking for a late surge here, Steve. A lot of time left. 3:25 left here in the third. You never know. We're down 28-0 before Rodney Gallagher found Keandre DeShields on a 14-yard touchdown pass. Now 2nd and 21.
Well, one thing you could say, the Mustangs' offense has been better, and the only really existent drives have been with Gallagher at quarterback.
I agree. When you go into conference play, I think you're going to have to play him at quarterback if you want to have the type of success you want to have this season. Screen going there to Rukonen. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he's loose. Rukonen down the far sideline into Mustang territory, and finally run out of bounds at the Laurel Highlands 45-yard line. So they needed a big play there, Steve. It was 2nd and 21, and he was able to bust it across there for a Belle Vernon first down. That one is a 22-yard gain, so they needed 21, got 22, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Leopards.
Just on a simple screen play. Now the Leps will take a little more time in the huddles. Clock did stop with Rukonen getting out of bounds. Now late substitution coming in for Belle Vernon as well. Backup fullback coming in, and this one behind the line. So there'll be a run play here as far as the scoring is concerned. And Kate Doppelhauer hit well behind the line of scrimmage for about a 5-yard loss back to midfield. So the 1st and 10 becomes a 2nd and 15. Leland Lehue, a good tackle there behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just a little swing pass out to the left, threw it behind him, and that's a dangerous play. Like you said, that if he drops that, that's a live football, and that play went nowhere. And
I think an issue Belle Vernon's having right now, though, Steve, you have Martin with the cramps, Jedico with the arm injury. You're down to your third tailback, and a lot of these guys getting the football aren't used to carrying the ball in a varsity game, but I think Martin is back out there again to the right of Stieber in the backfield.
He is.
On the 2nd and 15. And Stieber's going to put it up. He's flushed to the far side, throws on the run, looking across the middle, and has a man down to the 36-yard line, about a yard short of the first down. Needed 15, got 14 on that reception to Evan Polott.
Well, I remember that Polott name from the basketball court. It seems like there's always one every year, isn't there?
I think his brother Josh was a heck of a player. Big guy down on the blocks. I think he had some range to step out and hit some threes, too. It's now 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 36. Got a 1:20 left here in the third. Leopards up 3 touchdowns. Stieber back out of the shotgun. Mustangs showing blitz. Stieber run the entire way. Huge hole across the right side of the line. Still going inside the 25. Down to the 23-yard line. 13-yard gain for Stieber on a 3rd and 1 for another Belle Vernon first down. As we go under a minute left here in the third quarter, Leland Lehue in on another tackle again for Belle Vernon.
23-yard line, first down, Leopards.
So Belle Vernon getting just what they wanted here, Steve. Moving the football down the field and taking some time off the clock in the process.
Yeah, they're just matriculating the ball down the field at this point.
Martin back in there again as Belle Vernon's tailback to the right of Stieber. A miscommunication there on the pass from Stieber intended for Rukonen in front of the Leopard sidelines on the far side.
Well, Rukonen didn't think the ball was coming. He quit running. Sometimes those incompletions aren't always on the quarterback.
No, I agree. Again, a situation where they weren't on the same page. Clock now stopped. 27 seconds left here in this third quarter. 2nd and 10 now for the Leps. Now you have a Wildcat set, direct snap, going back to Martin. He's inside the 20, inside the 15, still going down the far sideline and run out of bounds inside the 10-yard line for another Belle Vernon first down, picking up 14.
Let's see if he gets up without pulling up with a cramp. And no, he didn't. There he goes. He's going limping over the sideline. He could barely walk.
And get a play or two out of him before he ends up having injury issues. They stop the clock momentarily, winding it again, and Belle Vernon could actually take this all the way down without snapping the football. We're under 10 seconds left here in the third. Play clock at 12. And that's going to do it for 3 quarters of football. Belle Vernon up 28-7 over Laurel Highlands. We're back with a 4th and 60 for the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Now they're jumping around here at James Weir Stadium. Belle Vernon up 28-7 over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Switching sides of the field here for this fourth quarter. And you have Belle Vernon with a 1st and goal now at the Laurel Highlands 9.
Didn't look as good as Wisconsin kids do it, but it was still
no. That's quite an atmosphere. We were doing a game up there, Steve, when I was in college, doing student radio for Ohio State. And, of course, the press box is full, so they put us out in an auxiliary area like we are today. And it was real windy and cold. Of course, it's Wisconsin, and my game notes flew out, and fans were, like, not wanting to give them to me because I was with Ohio State, but they finally gave them back to me with my charts. But, you know, it's Wisconsin. What do you expect?
Knowing you, I'm sure you were yelling.
I was a little upset.
Yeah.
But
that's shocking. Shocking that you would get upset about something like that.
What was funny about that trip is we left Columbus, and we went on a plane that probably seated like 12 people, and it was all Rocky, and we flew to Milwaukee. Then we took this like jumbo jet that seats like 300 people from Milwaukee to Madison, which is like 70 miles away. So it was an odd trip. And I actually think I got chicken pox on that plane on the way home. And I had to miss the next game against Michigan State. Never had chicken pox as a kid, got it my senior year in college.
Sure it wasn't monkey.
No, it was not monkeypox.
Oh, it's getting late, folks. It's still only the fourth quarter. Can we go home yet? Tony, it's a good thing Tony doesn't have a microphone tonight.
I still had to answer him,
entertaining me in between plays.
There we go, first and goal from the 9 for Belle Vernon. Stieber inside handoff, and just getting back to the line of scrimmage there was Anthony Cruz.
I smell cotton candy. You guys smell cotton candy or popcorn or something?
It's a festive atmosphere. Yeah. They've gone so deep, Steve. They're playing backs that weren't even on our charts just due to injuries.
Yeah.
On the Belle Vernon side.
The Mustang crowd is still hanging in there. It's a little thinner than it was at the beginning of the game, but you can understand that. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Second and goal from the 10. Locks back in at quarterback. And another handoff here on the near side and taking it down to the 6-yard line again was Anthony Cruz, a second straight run. So now you'll have third and goal from the 6 with 11:09 left on a running clock in regulation. Nice. Belle Vernon up 28-7 over Laurel Highlands.
Nice stop by DeShields and Lehue. Lehue got in first, and DeShields was there to help put him away. And 10:54 and counting.
Belle Vernon, a late substitution there. Doppelhauer late coming off. They had 12 in the huddle. That's going to be an illegal substitution there on the Leopard side.
Tony and I are sneaking a peek at this camera over here, Brian. That guy's got
some high-tech stuff.
Yeah, we looked it up. It's like about a $40,000 camera.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just great to see. I mean, you look at Laurel Highlands. When was the last time the Mustangs have played in a game with this much media coverage?
They got two of them, one here and one on the other side and one in the end zone.
But it's nice Laurel Highlands has this kind of coverage, though, Steve. It just shows how far this program's come over the last couple of years. And they're going to go back here to Cruz, inside run. Lehue got him and brings him down right at the 1-yard line. So it'll be fourth and goal from the 1. Cruz has been the workhorse back here over the last couple of plays.
I think Quentin Martin had a little something to do with that coverage from the TV here tonight, too.
I agree.
Fourth down and goal from the 1.
Well, it's a combination of both, though. You're not going to put Belle Vernon on TV against a bad team.
Correct.
You've had the rivalry between the two schools over the years. Here we go, fourth and goal from the 1.
28-7. The Mustangs would have scored in that first and goal from the 1. This would be a different game right now.
Locks takes the snap, calls his own number, and gets in across the left side of the line for a Belle Vernon touchdown. So Locks runs it in to extend the lead back to 34-7. Score coming at the 9:55 mark of the 4th. Yeah, the way things are going, unless we get a huge change here in the final 9:55, the Mustangs on the wrong side of a lopsided game again, playing Belle Vernon. And the snap gets dropped here on the extra point try. The Mustangs hop on it.
On the snap.
Ends up going to 34-7. 9:55 left here in the 4th. We're back in 60 here on the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Night.
At Montgomery Medical, they have a team of dedicated medical providers for you to meet. Led by Dr. Marcy Goyes, trust their 50 years of combined experience for the best results in primary care. Newborns to elderly, minor illness or injury, as well as wellness and physical exams. Same-day appointments available for acute care as well. Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine. Hours available from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Friday, and 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 100 Bridgeview Drive, Suite 3, Smithfield, Pennsylvania, 15478. Call 724-569-8100 or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. That's 724-569-8100. Or visit montymed.com to schedule your appointment today. Now accepting new patients.
We're back here at James Weir Stadium, 34-7. Belle Vernon leading Laurel Highlands. Braden Locks, a 1-yard touchdown run for the Leopards, the latest score at the 9:55 mark of the fourth quarter, capping off an 11-play, 56-yard drive that took 5:47 off the clock. Brian Morozak along with Steve Subrick, Tony Hanola keeping us entertained with stats tonight, and Gary Frankhauser behind the camera. Nick Barczyk back inside our WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital studios.
Never knew the stats could be so entertaining.
Keandre's back deep to receive.
Out-of-town scores the
For those of you folks that don't know, Tony really missed his calling. He should be not only the mayor of Hopwood, but he should be a stand-up comedian.
The problem is I don't think there's too many people out there that don't know Tony. Yeah. If you ever go anywhere with Tony, you can't go anywhere quickly because he gets stopped so much by everyone to shake his hand and talk to him.
That's why we call him the mayor.
Yes, obviously.
That was my nickname, I believe. I gave that to him years ago. I walked around old Adrian's supermarket, and he knew about.
That was a 2-hour trip to the supermarket.
There was 20 people in there, and he knew 19 of them.
This is a live ball, and Keandre will pick it up here at the 9-yard line after the Schwarha kick. Keandre looking for running room. Actually thought about throwing it backwards, which would have been a bad move, I think, in that situation. And Keandre gets tackled back at the 10-yard line.
Like they were playing hot potato there.
Yep. So the Mustangs got their lone touchdown of the night on their last drive. Gallagher to DeShields on a 14-yard touchdown pass. They're going to put Rod back out there again at quarterback. They're trying to work on some things for next week's game with Kiski area.
Well, if that's the case, if you're working on things with Gallagher at quarterback, you got to wonder what his plans are for. Now Gallagher's out.
He was in the huddle.
Oh, no, that's not Gallagher. That's number 8. I'm sorry.
That's Kuzier. Yeah, Gallagher's in there at quarterback. It's in the backfield, Jaden Tucker. You had Antoine Black that got injured late in the first half as well. So we've had 3 running backs go down. Jedico with the arm injury, Martin with cramps, and then Black with an injury as Rod scrambles out on the far side. And Gallagher, a nice run here and gets hit down at the 28. Got 17 in Laurel Highlands first down. Mustangs wanted a late hit there on Rod.
Tackled by number 5, Anthony Cruz.
Anthony Cruz brought him down. So we have 9:33 left in regulation. Laurel Highlands down 34-7 with a football at their own 28. They have a little banana bunch here off to the left. Gallagher out of the shotgun with Tucker to his right. He'll take the snap. Hang in the pocket, look to throw, single coverage, far side has Keandre on the run. Keandre had a big touchdown against the Leopards last year, and this time takes it down inside the 5. Finally swung out of bounds there by Evan Polat. Mustangs with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, nice play, nice pitch and catch there. Just heaved it up down the right sideline, kind of a wobbler he threw down there. And it was a perfect distance on it for Keandre to run under it, and then he got down the sideline with a guy kind of scratching and clawing at him. He was able to ride him down the sideline.
Gallagher, quick screen near side, Keandre, and he's in for a 2nd touchdown of the night. Gallagher to Keandre again. Keandre heating up. And the Mustangs back now to within 34-13 of Belle Vernon with 9:05 left here in the 4th. They got down the field quickly there, Steve.
I have to apologize. I missed that one on the camera.
It's 42 seconds on that drive. And now Radcliffe to have the extra point. Put it down. Harry's kicked it. He pull it. Yeah, no good.
No good.
It's 34-13. 9:05 left here in the 4th. And we're back in 60 here on the C.R. Brada Group High School Sports Night.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com. And find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Severe heartburn, chest pain, and regurgitation are symptoms of gastroesophageal reflux disease. This can lead to complications including ulcers, narrowing, and precancerous cells in the esophagus. At SWGI, our board-certified gastroenterologists, Drs. Ruthart, Calabrese, Hoppy, and I specialize in the care of reflux. Call 724-437-7677 or visit swgispecialist.com.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, 9:05 left in the fourth. Mustangs backed within 30.
Attorneys from all over the state and in southwestern Pennsylvania for personal injury and workers' comp cases. But most to do the attorney until
Harry Radcliffe gets set to kick off. Your mic's up on my end, Steve. If you're not hearing something's going on with your headphones, you might want to switch headphones. So Harry to kick it off with 9:05 left here in the fourth.
Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till 12 noon. Closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today at 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
So we're going to kick off out of bounds as we're back here at James Weir Stadium. You hearing me now, Steve? No, I don't know what's going on.
Movement Physiotherapy is here to serve you. Graphics will set up an online store with hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and other gear with your team and school logo. Ordering, shipping, payment, B Graphics handles everything, and you get a check with the profits. Minimal effort, maximum success. Call or go online to set up your online store at bgraphics.com. B-E-E graphics with an X.com. Best of the best, screen printing and embroidery 3 years running. bgraphics.com.
We're having some audio issues here at Belle Vernon High School, and the Leopards taking a kickback. Steve, talk into your mic real quick.
I
can't hear anything now, Brian. I don't know if Gary can hear anything. He's not nodding his Test. There's something going on with this unit. First down and 16 for the Leopards. Test. There's nothing coming through here on test. Test is the main mix. Penalty marker down on the play. Test. There we go.
Thursday and Friday of next week, highs in the upper 70s, lows in the
We're back here at James Weir Stadium. We appear to have our audio problems fixed. You got me now, Steve?
I do, yes.
Okay. Maybe we were on the air for too long. Gremlin's starting to pop up.
Yeah.
We reset the unit, and it started working again, so that's good for us. Really didn't miss much. Still 34-13, Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. 8:51 left here in the fourth.
They only missed about a minute of game action.
On the offense.
An illegal formation penalty there against Belle Vernon.
Penalty, first down.
Video never went on.
Yeah, you folks watching on the TV screen, we had the video up the whole time.
I wonder if these officials get a sense of how long this game is taking, and wonder, if they take that into consideration on whether or not to call a flag or not on a.
We've been on the air for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Game's taken over 3 hours. Now you have Locks out of the shotgun here. Twin receivers to the far side. Low snap coming back. Braden picks it back up, throws quick out far side. The pass in and out of the hands of the intended wide receiver there, Anthony Cruz.
We can see, you just look at the Laurel Highlands bleachers over there, and it's about a quarter of what it was.
A lot of fans making the trek home early, probably listening to us on the way home. Still a lot of football to play. 8:33 left here in the fourth. We apologize, Justin. We had some audio issues. That's why you heard all the commercials there. But we're back. 2nd and 21. They're going back to Cruz again. He has a hole, and Cruz cutting up the field inside or across the 40 down to the 45. He should have enough here for a Belle Vernon first down. Needed 21 and got 21.
Wow, they just keep turning out running backs like they, like they just go to the store and get another gallon of milk. It's like they were just pick one out and throw him in there. He gets a 20-yard gain, and it's pretty nice luxury to have if you're Coach Humbert.
1st and 10 now from the 45-yard line. Belle Vernon's rotated both Locks and Stieber in at quarterback. Locks in there right now. Clean snap coming back, looks far side, and that pass is juggled, and Rafel had it in and out of his hands, almost had the interception after Evan Pollock couldn't hang on right around the Laurel Highlands 40.
Yeah, Rafel tipped it around up against his helmet, back down, and then it fell right back down on Pollock's leg, and he didn't realize it. Thought the ball was long gone, but if he'd have been looking for it, he could have caught it on the ground.
Now 2nd and 10 from the Belle Vernon 46. Still 7:51 left here in regulation. Locks takes the snap. Quick screen near side. This one going to Doppelhauer. Doppelhauer's loose. Back into Mustang territory down to the 45-yard line.
And they're going to give him another first down.
Leland Layhew's been around the ball a lot tonight as well on the Laurel Highlands side.
And another injury for the Mustangs. That's number 54. That's Barton.
He was injured coming into the week.
And that doesn't look like a cramp to me. That's
hopefully didn't re-aggravate something there.
That's not a cramp. That's not a cramp limp.
Was a first down, so 1st and 10 now for Belle Vernon. Line of scrimmage, Laurel Highlands 45. Locks still in there. 3 receivers to the far side. Locks drop the football, regains, comes forward, and gets back to the line of scrimmage where he ran into Ben Wilson.
He was going to throw it out to Doppelheimer again out on the left, and that was going to be one of those backward passes, and he just dropped the ball. That's really the only thing you can say. He just dropped it, and nobody hit him. He just dropped it, and he fell. And fortunately for him, it bounced back up, and he was able to scoop it up and get get back to the line of scrimmage. But
on the left side, though, clock still rolling down to 6:47 left here in the fourth. Locks back out of the gun. Play clock down to 5. They're letting it go inside of 5 almost every time. Locks quick out far side, and that one almost intercepted.
Pass by Locks incomplete.
That was out of the hands of Laurel Highlands' Tristan McCoy.
Yeah, McCoy right there covering Doppelhauer. He was had his the ball was thrown a little bit behind him, which it was right to McCoy, but he just couldn't hold on. But nice play there by the Mustangs.
Mustangs continuing to fight though tonight, Steve. Shown some grit here in the second half. 6:36 left in regulation and a 3rd and 10 upcoming here for Belle Vernon. Line of scrimmage, the Laurel Highlands 45-yard line. Ball on the right hash mark. Belle Vernon breaks the huddle, and we have a Leopards timeout. So we'll step aside from their timeout as well. 6:36 left in regulation. Leopards up 34-13. We're back at 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Attorney Bobby Gordon and the team at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm in southwestern Pennsylvania whose experience and expertise empower it not only to be an advocate for its clients, but also to provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorney Bobby Gordon.
M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, has been helping students travel safely to school in Fayette County for more than 3 years. M&R Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands football team and wishes all of our area teams the best of luck. For more information about M&R Transit, phone 724-439-3164 or stop into their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, 6:36 left in regulation. Leps taking a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Laurel Highlands also 2 remaining. Mustangs used a timeout on defense early on in the 3rd quarter. Now Belle Vernon with a 3rd and 10 from the Laurel Highlands 45. And locks out of the shotgun. Send Cruz in motion, and Cruz has the football. Cruz getting upended by Gallagher right at the line of scrimmage on the far side for no gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. You would expect Belle Vernon just to go for it here, Steve. 34-13 game, 6:16 left in regulation.
No, they're going to punt.
They are going to punt, wow.
Well, for them, though, you know, why not work on your punting game? Sooner or later, you're going to have to punt.
It'll be Schwerha to send it away back at the 41. Gallagher back at the Mustang 10.
Schwerha back deep, number 2, Rodney Gallagher.
Clean snap coming back to Schwerha. We'll send it away, and Rod will field it here at the 16. Gallagher on the far side, cutting it out across the 20-25 and brought down from behind right at the 25-yard line. So Laurel Highlands will start 1st and 10 when we come back. 5:43 left here in the 4th. 34-13 Leopards are back in 30 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Does your family need more room to run? Whether your kids have 2 legs or 4, a new home with a bigger backyard may be at the top of your wish list. Let the friendly loan officers at First Federal of Greene County lead you through the process of applying for a mortgage loan. Visit one of their offices in Uniontown, Waynesburg, or Washington, or apply online at www.ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, 5:43 left in regulation. Laurel Highlands down 34-13. Mustangs don't have the football. At their own 25-yard line, Gallagher still in a quarterback. 2 Mustang touchdowns tonight. Both Rodney Gallagher passes to Keandre DeShields. And Rod in the pocket here. He's going to step up and air it out again. Deep down the far sideline. That one is overthrown and incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
That one was intended for, looked like, 22 down there. Anthony DeCenzo.
2nd down 10.
First time we've seen a target in DeCenzo's direction tonight. It's now 2nd and 10 from the same spot. 5:36 left here in the 3rd. Folks checking in. If Rod would have played the whole game at quarterback, Steve, they want to know, you think it would be a different game?
Might have been a little closer. Yeah, for sure.
2nd and 10. Rod still in the pocket, steps up, has some running room, has the 30-35, and gets drilled after picking up a 1st down at the 36-yard line, and on the tackle, Evan Pollock.
Of course, he was still the quarterback when they had it 1st and goal on the 1, and we didn't score, but For the most part, though, he's done a good job.
First down, Mustang.
Yeah, he's moved the football much better than any of the other Mustang quarterbacks so far tonight. Caleb Rayful coming out again, appears to be a little dinged up. Leland Lehue checking in. If Lehue and Wilson as wideouts to the near side, might have some substitution issues here for Laurel Highlands. Layden checking in here is Roman Haskins.
Haskins is kind of just jogging out there.
Yeah, he got 5 seconds left on the play clock.
Gallagher's telling him to hurry up.
Down to 2, down to 1. They barely get it off. Gallagher quick out, far side, and that one's going to go to DeCenzo again. And DeCenzo has a Mustang first down to the 48 with a late flag coming in. Or a late hit or something down there, Steve?
Couldn't tell. It was over on the sideline. And I would imagine it's going to be a late hit. Officials discussing it over at the 42-yard line.
You're seeing a lot of these guys on both sides gas tonight. A lot of different personnel being used here late, and the guys coming off.
Interference, Belle Vernon, that's their second infraction, 5-yard penalty.
So a 5-yard sideline interference. They were given a warning earlier. You see the warnings issued a lot. You don't see the infractions occur too much. That's what happened there.
Sidelines, they have that big probably 3-yard kind of border, and the players are supposed to be well behind that. And,
First and 10 here from the Belle Vernon 49. Rod rolling here to the near side. Some backside pressure coming. Got around Doppelhauer. Goes back out to his right. Throws on the run. Lobs it far side. Man open to Senzo again. Inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line for another Laurel Highlands first down. 15-yard gain with 4:32 left in regulation. Mustangs driving down 34-13.
Nice play there. Gallagher just buys himself time. That's one thing. That's what he can do that the other guys, not too many people can have the skill to run away from people like he does, and he buys himself a lot of time.
Quick screen here to Keandre on a 1st and 10 from the 34, and Keandre leaps forward, gets down to the 29. Give him 4, maybe 5 there with 4:22 left on a running clock. Mustangs go no huddle. Well, Conan had the last tackle for Belle Vernon.
If anything, the Mustangs score here, it's going to look a lot better on in the newspaper.
I agree. Well, you figure in the last, what do we mention coming in? It's been a while since the Mustangs have been within 28 of Belle Vernon. The last 11 have been 28 or more, and he's looking for Keandre again here. One-handed catch for a touchdown. What a catch there from Keandre to Shields, his 3rd touchdown of the night. There was a one-handed grab to pull the Mustangs back to within 34-19.
Well, that was a really great catch by DeShields, and that was Cruz down there on coverage. Is a sophomore, smaller guy, and the ball was thrown behind in kind of the old back shoulder fade, a long back shoulder fade, and DeShields just kind of basically shoved Cruz forward and with his left hand, and he just reached under her and caught it with one hand on his right arm. One-handed catch.
Now Radcliffe to add the extra point to make it a 2-touchdown game.
Another hook.
That one is good. Make it 34-20. So Gallagher and Keandre looking up for a 3rd time tonight. It's 34-20, 3:58 left, and we're back at 60 here in the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Ford is pleased to announce the Summer Supercharged Sales Event with retail order interest rate lock financing. And we have the deals for you. Yep, the order banks are open, and you can order the 2023 new Ford vehicle of your choice the way you want it. Bronco Sport, Maverick, Ranger, Explorer, and F-150. Order by September 5th and lock in Ford credit financing of 2.9% for 60 months with approved Ford credit guaranteed. If you see a new 2022 or 2023 model on the lot for display, you can get the same deal. As you know, the microchip shortage still exists. So Ford Motor Company and Thurby's Riverside Ford will order your new 2023 Ford and lock the interest rate so you can relax. Whether you are buying or leasing, we've got the deal for you. You will never pay over the manufacturer's suggested retail price at Thurby's Riverside Ford. Located 1 mile past Lady Luck Casino on Route 40, Thurby's Riverside Ford, your One Ford Elite Presidential Award-winning dealer for customer satisfaction.
Mustangs lining up for an onside kick. And Harry Radcliffe sending a low one on the ground that's fielded and covered by the Leopards at the 45-yard line. Adam LaCarte. And Belle Vernon will take over 1st and 10 from their own 45. The last touchdown pass, 29 yards. Gallagher to Keandre DeShields, capping off a 7-play, 75-yard drive for the Mustangs that took 1:45 off the clock. As you said, Steve, at least Laurel Highlands backed within a couple of touchdowns here, making this game respectable.
Well, they're making it respectable, but you get an onside kick, a couple of, and think about it. You get one of those 2 onside kicks that we almost had the last, the other one
Correct.
they tried, and then they didn't score from 1 foot out on 3.
You had a 1st and goal at the 1.
Right.
4 plays, couldn't get in.
Right.
So Locke's back in there out of the shotgun. Another handoff going to Anthony Cruz. Cruz has gotten a lot of work here in the second half, and Cruz goes up in the air, and they toss him back to the turf. That was a dangerous play for Cruz, who could have lost the football. Did pick up 2 up to the 47. Tony said he had the binoculars on, and he lost the football, but somehow got it back. They're 2nd and 8 now.
Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down 8.
Laurel Highlands trying to make this game close late. Clock stopped after Cruz went out of bounds. Laurel Highlands 2 timeouts remaining. Locks again with Cruz to his left, takes the snap. Locks calling his own number, looking for running room up the middle, gets across the midfield stripe and down to the Laurel Highlands 47-yard line to bring up 3rd down and 2.
You can tell it's late because it looks like a JV game now with the stands. There's very few people here.
But you have most starters out that are healthy on both sides still playing.
Yeah.
I had some folks commenting, well, JV players, or no, they're not.
No, they're still couple of running backs, but that's because of
injuries. Yeah, it's not because of the fact that you're trying to rotate guys in. You have starters in on both sides.
Still got your starting quarterback in and your starting line.
Yeah, correct. 3:08 left. Big 3rd and 2 here for Belle Vernon. Bring a little motion here to the near side. Inside handoff goes to Doppelhauer, and Doppelhauer stopped behind the line. He needed 2, got only 1, so you're going to have a 4th and 1 here from the 46. Mustangs taking a timeout with 2:54 left here in the 4th quarter. We'll take one as well. And we're back in 60 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Tonight.
Get the family care that is right for you with WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Primary Care. Uniontown Hospital provides not only emergency medical aid, they also offer a variety of primary care options and locations to meet your needs. Your primary care physician is your first point of contact when it comes to medical care. Wellness is their primary concern, which makes convenient and coordinated care essential. With a network of board-certified physicians and offices located in Uniontown, Connellsville, Scottsdale, and Carmichael, it has never been easier to get care that you trust. Specializing in family practice and internal medicine with qualifications to treat all members of your family, WVU primary care physicians are here to get to know you individually and to provide you with personalized care. Whether you're feeling under the weather or coming in for your annual checkup, WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Primary Care is ready to care for all your routine medical needs. Please visit uniontownhospital.com for available locations and contact information.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, Belle Vernon with a 4th and 1 upcoming. Laurel Highlands just used their 2nd time out of the second half. And Steve, remember, Laurel Highlands was down 28-0. Now have had it back to within 34-20. 4th and 1 here.
Is that tonight?
Locks out of the shotgun. And Locks calling his own number, and I think he has enough here. Yes, he does. Surges across the 45, gets down to the 44, needed 1, got 2, and it moves the sticks. That's a big first down for Belle Vernon.
Importantly, it runs the clock. And the Mustangs only have 1 timeout left.
44-yard line.
So that's going to
need another first down, and will basically end the game on the Belle Vernon side.
Yep, I'm putting my binoculars away. That's enough.
And we'll see.
It's enough.
Mustang fans still holding out hope. The Locks going empty here again. Triple right formation. I have to think it's going to be either a run or a screen. Locks takes the snap, again calling his own number, and he has a huge hole here. Locks across the left side, he might go. Locks inside the 20, inside the 10, and Locks will seal up the game with a 44-yard touchdown run for Belle Vernon. That extends the lead now to 40-20. Leps have doubled up the Mustangs.
Just looks like they were trying to run the clock down, and he just went to the left side. And again, a lot of the big runs for Belle Vernon have been on that left side. And he just just went through everybody, and nobody was willing to tackle him from the Mustang side of things.
That was a 6-play, 55-yard drive, took 1:47 off the clock.
Point after number 86, Willie Schwera.
Now Schwerha to make it a 41-20 lead for Belle Vernon. Clean snap coming back. Schwerha's kick. Did he get it in there? Yes, he did. So 41-20.
2:09 remaining.
Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. 2:09 left here in the fourth, and we're back in 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
For attorney Melinda Della Rose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Della Rose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Della Rose at 724-437-3200, 724-437-3200, or online at DellaRoseLaw.com.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, 2:09 left in the fourth. Have to thank our video stream sponsors tonight as well. Shop and save, Walnut Hill Plaza in Uniontown, and the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 at Hopwood. Again, stay tuned for our post-game show. Brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Comes your way next. We'll have our first Federal Savings and Loan Association Super Play of the game. Final stats courtesy of Peachin's Pharmacy. We'll pick our Davis & Davis players of the game. And of course, after that, the Triple Live Scoreboard Show with Don Rebel. Mustangs getting another drive here tonight.
We're going to do all that tonight after the game?
Yes. It's been a long game.
Holy cow. Are you kidding me?
The game time for a high school game, 3 hours and 22 minutes.
We've pick some of this stuff now so we can get going.
Well, Nick can start queuing up some plays, I guess. Tony has the stats almost done. We'll allow you to maybe do some stat highlights tonight. How about that?
Gary fell asleep over there, I think. He's the
Schwerha high kick on the far side on the 20-yard line.
Poor guy was up till 1:30 last night with it coming home from the football game.
Appreciate him helping us out here tonight. DeCenzo taking the kick back close to the 30. He's had a lot of action for the Mustangs here in the second half. And
I drove tonight. I think he took 2 naps on the way over.
Oh, wow.
He'll definitely be sleeping on the way home.
We're actually told, Steve, the Mustangs had a number change. I don't know when it occurred, but Caden Friel's wearing 58, so that's Friel 58, not Roman Haskins. So not sure when that occurred, but Friel is out there as a right tackle. It's probably because Friel is listed as a tight end, and he's playing right tackle right now, and he can't have a number 12 playing right tackle. So the Mustangs with Gallagher still in there. And he has some pressure coming up the middle. Flushed out, looks to run as the 30. Gets out of bounds at the 33-yard line. So it's a 3-yard pickup. Got out of bounds. Should stop the clock. And it does with 1:53 left.
Well, you're getting to the point now, down 21 with 1:53 left. You must got to wonder why, you're letting Gallagher and still in the game.
When do you feel you almost have to start him, though, for the conference season?
Oh.
At quarterback?
I would think so. I would have thought that after last week, but
Like I said, the only difference this week and next week's game against Kiski, non-conference games, is Gallagher taking a couple of shots there, taking it down to the 35, 2, maybe 3 there for Rod.
Gallagher on the keeper.
So it's not really hurting you as far as making the WPIAL playoffs. They tell us Friel started the game with 58. Well, nobody told us. The roster I was given has Friel wearing 12, so they give us an updated roster. We'll have the updated stuff on. That's all we can say. I mean,
it's late, folks.
It's late. What are we going to do,
And he's a little cranky right now, so.
1:20 left. All we're asked for is the proper information. And Gallagher's going to put it up. Looking near side for Keandre again. It gets intercepted. That's Rukonen on a run back. Rukonen inside the 40, inside the 30. Rukonen looking for the pick 6 inside the 20. Still going. Spin move at the 15. He takes it back to the 11-yard line.
Intercepted by number 17, Chase Rukonen.
That'll pretty much end it.
You would think they would take a knee now, but
Mustangs only one timeout left, 1:02 left here in the fourth. Get a couple of knees, and that'll do it. They're not having another TV timeout, are they? Green means good. Red means timeout, right?
Correct.
Yep. I think we're playing on. And I would think Laurel Highlands isn't going to even burn their last time.
The officials are switching the ball. Got to get the Belle Vernon ball out there now, but I mean, I don't know what's taking so long. It's like, wow. Maybe they ran out of footballs because
all of them went over the net with a touchdown.
Yeah, they all went over the net, and there's a big hill. If you've ever been here before, you know what we're talking about. There's a nets on both sides behind the goalpost, and the one to our right is a little low, so the guys have been kicking it over that.
And Stieber's just going to take a knee.
Yeah.
Don't expect any timeouts to be called by Laurel Highlands tonight. So we had a start time just after 7 o'clock, sitting here at 10:25. Almost a 3.5-hour game tonight. And I'll see the Belle Vernon Leopards go to 1-0. Laurel Highlands leaving up their record at 1-1. Mustangs fought back in the second half. And you'd have to think, as we said, Steve, you'll see Rodney Gallagher probably as the Mustangs starting quarterback moving forward with his performance tonight. The Mustangs offense much more effective.
Unless you can figure out a way.
Yeah, they change things up.
To, just to get them the ball more. But it seemed like, that was an effort made early in the game and they couldn't do it.
And that'll do it. Players shaking hands, 41-20. Your final score. Appreciate all the folks hanging on with us tonight. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Comes your way next here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live.
The Catholic War Veterans is a veterans organization located in Fayette County since 1950. They are proud to advertise on WMBS sports programs and to contribute to veterans hospitals, local sports teams, and scouting organizations. They are sponsoring their 12th annual Frank L. Musica golf outing again this year. They have proudly given 37 scholarships to area students since its inception. The Catholic War Veterans, post 1669 in Hopwood.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's. From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
NovaCare Rehabilitation is now in Masontown. Using a personalized plan of care and one-on-one sessions, NovaCare gives you an advantage in rehabilitation. Dr. Haley Cruiser and our professional staff are certified to use industry-leading treatments, including LVST Big Therapy for Parkinson's disease, which increases mobility, improves balance, and decreases time necessary to complete tasks. These services supplement NovaCare's exceptional orthopedic, concussion, and vestibular dysfunction resources. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call our new Masontown office on Route 21 McClellantown Road at 724-491-5220.
Back here at James Weir Stadium, your final score 41-20, Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands. Our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. We'll start it off with our first Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County super play of the game, and it was this one-handed touchdown catch from Keandre DeShields.
He's looking for Keandre again here. One-handed catch for a touchdown. What a catch there from Keandre DeShields, his third touchdown of the night. It was a one-handed grab to pull the Mustangs back to within 34-19.
And Steve, for Laurel Highlands, at least it has to be satisfying to know that in the second half they were able to move the football down and score a couple of touchdowns against Belle Vernon's first-team defense.
Yeah, they moved it. I mean, they got some, it's just, like you said, the shame of the whole thing was they had it down on the 1 yard line, first and goal, and they couldn't get the yard. And if they would have made that at the time, looking back, I mean, it seemed like the game was still, wasn't that close. I think it was, 21-0 at that point. But, you know, if they get that one and then a couple other breaks come your way, you got a shot, but still pretty competitive. Mustangs, you got to give them credit. They didn't give up. They kept playing hard. So they got to feel pretty good about that.
Are you ready with our final stats? Brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy. Okay. Let's pick our player of the game then on both sides. Steve, brought to you by Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law. We'll start first with Laurel Highlands.
Laurel Highlands, I think I'd probably give it to Keandre DeShields. I mean, had probably offensively, he did probably the most plays.
Quentin Martin for Belle Vernon, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that or the quarterback, one or the other.
Yeah, Locks was good too. We'll go Martin and Keandre tonight as our Davis & Davis players of the game. Take a final timeout, and then we're back with post-game stats brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy here on our post-game show, brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Law. I have experience in workplace accident cases for nearly 15 years. Have you been hurt at work and are trying to navigate a workers' compensation claim? Are you being treated unfairly by your employer? When you're hurt at work, your employer's main goal is to get you back to work, but you may not be physically ready to do that. If you find yourself in a similar situation, call us at Radcliffe Law, 724-439-3939. We'll meet with you at no cost. Radcliffe Law, making the law personal.
Going on now at Harper Chevrolet.
Get a new 2022 Chevy Malibu for only $26,340. Loaded with remote starter and driver confidence package. Stop in for a test drive or visit charperchevy.com. Chevrolet, find new roads. All prices are plus tax, title, and fees. While supplies last. Call dealer for all other details at 724-929-8000.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their surplus is your saving.
Byers Beer and Wine Market on Connellsville Street is now open. Choose your favorite domestic or imported, available in 15, 12, and 6-packs, or take a single bottle to go. Stop in, order a sandwich, and enjoy a cold one in their newly renovated seating area. Great food, lottery, and friendly service. Byers Beer and Wine Market, 180 Connellsville Street. Open Monday through Friday, 6 to 10. Saturday and Sunday, 7 to 10. Grill hours, 8 to 2, Monday through Saturday. Don Arthur, owner.
Back here wrapping things up at James Weir Stadium, 41-20, your final score. Again, our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Steve, is your final stats. They're brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy inside the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market.
Okay, for the Mustangs, Gallagher, 12-19 for 208 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. The Shields led the way with 10 catches, 178 yards, had 3 touchdowns. DeCenzo, nice job for him, 2 catches, 25 yards on the ground. Not much action there. Gallagher, 15 carries, 31 yards. Black had 5 carries for 9 yards, and Tucker just 2 carries, 7 yards. In all, the Mustangs had 51 plays on offense, 47 yards rushing, 207 yards passing, 254 in the night, 9 penalties, 79 yards, 11 first downs, and 3 turnovers. For the Leopards, Lux was 7 out of 15 for 83 yards. Stieber off the bench, 5 of 6, 34 yards. Passes spread around. Lee, Rakonen, and Polhot all had 4 catches each, 40 yards, 60 yards, and 31 yards for